Alrighty, I think I just went live. I think everything's good. Audio sounds good. I think. Let's see. Okay. Microphone showing picking up. Audio showing picking up. Alright, let's do this. Alright. So this is like, I know I started streaming Vanilla TTYD yesterday, but A, that stream didn't save. You know, so it was kind of unfortunate. I don't have it anymore, you know. So I decided, oh, what's up, Hero? Glad you decided to join. So what I decided I was going to end up doing instead is I'm going to play through Paper Mario TTYD Hero Mode, the absolutely fire mod. And I'm going to start by just, you know, I'm going to play through the first 2 chapters and, like, you know, like the stuff, like basically everything that's in the demo. And then I'm going to just show off, like, how I managed, you know, with help, obviously, to just break the game in half and actually get to Chapter 8 and beat the end credits, basically. Because, oh, this mod's broken. I don't know how many people are going to end up actually seeing this that haven't already basically seen it, you know, or weren't there the night I discovered this, actually. But, I don't know, I thought it'd be fun to just, A, stream Hero Mode, because, well, Hero Mode's more fun than Vanilla, I'm sorry. But on top of that, I don't know. I think it'll just be cool to have it, like, documented on record in a stream and, like, a video. The process with which, you know, that lets you end up beating the game. For anyone who, like, ends up maybe seeing this in the future, who doesn't know, this whole process, like, that's gonna end up letting me beat the game, is not possible in any of the versions after 4.0. So like 4.0.1, 4.0.2, and 4.0.3, because of a certain change that was made that we'll get to whenever I actually get there. But other than showing off some glitches and like fun ways to get items early and stuff, early game, I won't be doing anything too crazy. But once we get past, like, you know, everything that's intended, we'll just start breaking stuff. Again, just, I don't know. I would read through the text of this since it's so much more different than Vanilla, but with, you know, the big changes happening, the fact that, A, the mod's getting renamed and basically reworked from the ground up, I'm treating none of this as canon right now until we get the new demo and kind of have something to work with. So, this is more just to kind of show off, like, I don't know, it's, again, with the mod's name being changed to Shadow of Power instead of Hero Mode, I don't know, for me, this is gonna be, like, the big send-off for the mod. You know, of all the, like, you know, for Hero Mode, I guess I should say specifically. Like, with, you know, Hero Mode's name being changed, and, you know, we've basically discovered everything there is to discover. I would just want to give it one big send-off and have a recorded instance of me just showing off everything that's been found over the last, like, I don't know, 3 years? Hero, does 3 years sound right? I think 3 years sounds right. Because V3 released in 2022, I want to say. And then V4, or yeah, sorry, V3 released in, like, 2022. Then V4 was, like, a year later. And then we've been kind of waiting since. But I don't know. I think it'll be really fun. Yeah, I think it'll be fun. I think. I don't know, here's the thing, like, with base TTYD, you know, like, anyone who would be clicking on any streams like this, you know, and whether it be, like, to watch it in the future, or even now, they'll have seen, you know, most people are going to know what TTYD is, but maybe not everyone has seen this, so, like, it actually gives me a chance to talk about some of the new stuff. You know, like, that's you know, here, I can talk about the badges, and we can talk about balancing, and how we just have some fun with it. And then whenever, you know, Shadow of Power releases, because I'll probably end up streaming it, we can talk about, you know, we can kind of come back and look and say, hey, this is how much it's changed. Obviously, out the gate, the first big thing is just the fact that, you know, oh, there goes 50 coins. Can't have anything nice in this town. I don't know. Hero mode, and I don't know. Here's the thing. Should I say hero mode or Shadow of Power now? Like, what should I say? Should I say both? Do I need to clarify every time? I don't know. I feel like instinctively I'm going to say hero mode every time, just because that's what I'm used to. But I think the point will get across. Again, TTYD is like my favorite game. Just kind of full stop. As far as like childhood nostalgia. So it's one of those things where seeing like a mod that's intending to completely like from the ground up overhaul it, it just makes me really happy. So I don't know, streaming it and showing it off would be cool. Refer to the names as their versions. I think that's totally fair. Yeah. So right now this is hero mode, and then I'll, you know, if referring to like the new stuff, I'll say Shadow of Power. I think that's fair. I think that's totally fair. But, yeah, again, with hero mode, you know, being kind of retired in terms of name, I'm really happy before the new version released. We were able to find a way to actually properly beat it. Just because, I don't know, it felt like years in the making. And, I mean, you know, I might have been the one who was, like, playing the game and actually doing it when it happened, but there was so many people to thank for so many different discoveries. This has absolutely been a collaborative effort. I couldn't even begin to, you know, I couldn't even begin to say how many people should be, like, thanked for various things. I know Hero, you know, obviously the amount of effort you've put in finding different shenanigans is just insane. If you didn't tell me about the Mario emblem thing, which, you know, I'll get into later for the people who don't know. If you didn't tell me about that, I literally wouldn't have come up with the way to beat it. Whoever discovered the method to skip the Chapter 3 thing, like, which again, we'll get into later, like, genius. I don't remember who that was, but without them, we wouldn't have known. At least not, you know, wouldn't have known anytime soon. There's just a ton of people in the Discord that I am grateful for putting in the effort to make all of this possible. Because, oh boy, TTYD is broken, and hero mode makes it crazier, but I think in, like, a really fun way. I don't know. I think it'll be fun. Fun to just get to show off everything. I don't have, like, unlike before, you know, because obviously whenever I was testing the method to break into Chapter 8 and, well, break through the whole game, I was in a situation, like, I wasn't really playing through the game, you know. I turned on a 1 HP code and I maxed my damage, maxed my BP, because I wasn't playing through it for the purposes of, like, playing it. I was trying to break it. I don't have any of that stuff on this time. I'm actually gonna, like, play through it. So we'll get to see the actual balance in place, and we'll get to see how that balance plays out with the vanilla enemies after chapter 2, basically. Obviously, you know, I don't think I'm gonna get through everything tonight, because sure, you know, this demo goes up to the end of Chapter 2, and that's fine, but because of what needs to happen, I'm gonna be beating, functionally, the entire game. So this is probably gonna be a multi-night process, and I imagine most of tonight will be, well, I won't say most of tonight will be vanilla, not vanilla, but hero mode vanilla. But, because I'm obviously, again, I want to show off some of the glitches and some of the fun stuff we've discovered. But as far as, like, the actual breaking and, you know, getting to places I'm not supposed to, that'll probably end up happening starting tomorrow night. 3 damage hammer is ridiculous. I agree with you. But I don't know, again, like, I mean, Giddy Typhoon is cracked. Everything's cracked. After the process of, like, beating Chapter 8, I might... Obviously, I'm not going to do the actual pit, because I'm sorry, I don't have the patience for that. But I might warp to the, I might warp to floor 100 hero, because you remember the Dark Boost Room strategy? That thing that we kind of worked out back when we first got access to the pit? I'll show that off, too, just to show off how absolutely ridiculous it is. Oh yeah, the mistake's not here anymore. Or maybe the mistake wasn't there yet. Oh no. With this being V4, the changes are minor from now to 03, but they're just enough to, like, make me forget where some things are placed. Just for the sake of, again, testing and kind of showing some stuff off, I do have, like, the walkthrough walls code active. But I will not be using it for most of the playthrough. Because again, like, the entire point is to actually show off the ridiculous things that happen. And honestly, what's so fun is that we don't even have to go that far to get to the ridiculous. It's all gonna happen like, it all starts as soon as plane mode becomes a thing. You get plane mode, and then the game starts to fall apart. Yeah, obviously triple pain instead of double pain, and the answer is still no. I will not. It's not gonna happen. Ridiculous is in the item. Yeah. Everything about this game is ridiculous. But, like, again, in the best way possible. Aw. Yeah, there's nothing here anymore. That's right. I do love that Reed is changing these. I don't know. It's one of those things where whenever the actual thing releases, I'm gonna definitely be keeping up with it. If I recall, the bandit steals, like, half of your coins, but you can't get them back, so aren't I just better off spending it all now? For the sake of, like, having access to stuff? I do not need the shop point explanation, thank you. Okay, I'll use speed up. Actually, I don't know if using speed up like that messes with the frame rate on the stream, because obviously, you know, I have it set to 60 FPS, so if I'm suddenly going at 180 frames per second, I don't know if, Twitch handles that well. Just to check, again, audio-wise, like, is the game audio, like, is the game audio fine? You know, and then compared to my audio, does everything sound good? Like, it doesn't, I don't need, like, you know, super, like, you know, in-depth. I just want to make sure I'm good. Heck yeah, we like to see it. And then there we go. Give him a good old jump when he runs off. Tell him I'm unhappy with him stealing all 0 of my coins. I don't know. I don't know why this guy's back here, and it's like, talk to me. What are you doing? I remember, I think it was at the V3 when there was the Shine Sprite back here. Or it might have been over here. I don't remember which side it was, but I love that hiding spot. Alright. I do have the text auto-mash code on too, just so we're not sitting forever looking through text. Because again, like, I'm going to assume most people who see this, for new players, Fright Mask also causes -5 attack. You see, I actually didn't even know that. I mean, I feel like I knew it at a point, but I had just kind of forgotten about it. Because, but yeah, no, -5 attack is actually kind of nuts. Come on, frankly. behind the pipe? Yes. It makes me so sad that he put a, like, you can't see it because the camera won't load it, but I'm so sad he put a block here, because I would love to get, even if it's just vanilla, I don't care, I want it. Yeah, for anyone who doesn't know, like, with a fancy jump on the, like, the corner of, like, back up there, you can just get around to, like, and land on the boat panel and do another frame perfect jump, and you can get that chest. It's literally, it's not super hard. It's, I think, 2. Well, it's a jump, and then you need to do 1 frame perfect jump. But there's no point because you can't get it because there's a block. And well, unless I get Ultra... No, Ultra Hammer doesn't exist in Hero Mode, that's right. Because Ultra Hammer is, like, the chest is just a regular item. So you actually cannot get... Unless he put it somewhere else, like, sneakily. Yeah. As far as badges go here, Star Shift, fine, you know, it doesn't work. I don't know. I'm a Heart Finder and Flower Finder guy out the bat because they're super cheap in Hero Mode, and to top it all off, just having a way to basically heal your stats after every battle, it's super convenient. Because don't get me wrong, like, Hero Mode is definitely more difficult than Vanilla, but it's not difficult to the point where you need to, like, min-max every badge you get, you know? Yeah, Hero, it's almost like you discovered a glitch of some kind in Vanilla that lets you do the same thing. Except the setup for it is ridiculous. Because it requires quick change, doesn't it? So that already limits you to, like, whatever, you know, whatever floor it is you get quick change on. So you got to be able to get that far just to get it. Unless that strategy also works without quick change, just like with some differences. One change that I just absolutely adore about Hero Mode as well. 0 turn tattle, so you can tattle and then attack again. Oh, that's right. I tried to hit B thinking I was clever. I forgot super guarding literally is not a thing right now. Well, you can't use Mario moves with partner. Okay. You can't use Mario moves, so that does that include, like, the star powers? Okay, that's unfortunate. Oh, yeah, that's another thing. That's a small change but I just like it. The fact that Goombella can inflict Dizzy, even if it's a small chance. This is something I've talked about before, but you can, like, if you go back and look on, I forget, it's like a GameCube, like, AR code / Gecko code, like, making forum. I think it's like GC Forever. You can actually see a lot of the Gecko codes that end up becoming things that Reed uses, posted by Reed, like, we're talking back in, like, 2014 or something. Because I find a lot of my codes from, like, Ralph and such, you know, that he made on that website, too. And I remember when I was looking for just shenanigans, like, to try to find stuff to make the game more interesting, I remember seeing some of the things that he had asked about way back in the day. Hero, that's very interesting. So, I wonder, if Mario has fast, does that not become a problem anymore? Like, if you were to give Mario fast, can you do it that way? Again, I know you can't really inflict fast in vanilla on yourself, but... Okay, so yeah, it really is just... You basically... So what you need is Mario to have either 2 turns or quick change. One or the other will work. I don't... Dude, he was fast, I'm not gonna lie. I'm surprised this Luma got me. I gotta get used to the Hero Mode timings again, because with playing Vanilla last night and then CGM playing your mod too, all of the timings being just, you know, different, it's throwing me off a little bit. And like I said, I will try to show off, you know, just to make it more interesting than, you know, to make it more than just a hero mode playthrough. I'm gonna show off kind of like some of the glitches as we get access to them. Like once I get plane mode, I'll show off some of the stuff. Sure, why not? Heal Goombella. It's not like coins will be a, you know, problem before long. I'll be able to buy whatever I want. Oh yeah, that's not there anymore. I keep oh yeah, he moved up there, right? Boom. Give me that. I guess, yeah, Hero, that's fair. So, I don't know, it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out, you know? We're going to have to see what Hero Mode / Shadow of Power ends up doing as far as... It's, you know, we're just going to have to see how it plays out. Honestly, who knows? Reed might not even end up keeping that thing, like, in the game. You know, we don't know for sure. Another small change, you know, for anyone who, like, hasn't seen. Obviously, Fire Flower burning. It's nice. A lot of items in Hero Mode are just nicer. Hero, I don't know if you noticed, the, Star Shift has not yet implemented. It doesn't work. Yeah, let's get this battle over. Yeah, but Star Shift in the last box of its description has a not... Oh, just the version without, yeah. Well, I'll have to get my hands on point swap somewhere. I don't know, it's fun to be able to show off shenanigans, because... Don't get me wrong, some of the stuff that we've found, like, requires, you know, the changes made in the mods to actually work, but just how close this game came to being broken on its own is honestly insane to me. Ahem. I like this. Just the key being behind it. I don't know. Alright. I'm gonna, while I'm getting through this text, grab a quick drink of water, just cause, again, I learned last night, dehydration, no fun. And, I don't know what Reed was on when he decided to do this, and I hate it, and I hope it doesn't change. So, you know, take that as you will. Whatever he decided when making Uwu Black Chest, I love it, and I hate it. And again, like, in the best way possible. Lore reason. Yes, deepest lore. Alright. So, the first big thing here. The fact that this mod adds plane mode anywhere, right? On its own, doesn't seem like... well, okay, well, I shouldn't even say it doesn't, because it is, like, crazy. I'll go to the door and do the door stuff really quick, and before going to Chapter 1, I'll start showing things off. But, yes, this is about as broken as you would think it is. It's, frankly, ridiculous. And a safe block on this side, too. Just a little quality of life thing. I forget if he still has a star piece in the pit room, so I'm gonna go check really quick. Yeah, so, like, out the gate here, you're gonna see me doing shenanigans with plane mode. Like, okay, well, that's if Mario wants to actually get up. There we go. already you can see how it's going to be kind of silly, and it really only just gets worse. And by worse, I mean, oh, so much better. Yeah, I'll show off, Hero, Mario no wants uppy. Oh, Mario wants all the uppies. I don't think you understand. I was gonna ask Hero, because I know me and you both came up with the Chapter 7 early methods. Like, I came up with the paper mode requiring one, and was it you who came up with the no paper mode one? Was it you who found that? I could have sworn it was. So but either way, I don't remember how to do that one offhand, or not. Like, I don't remember what exactly I need position-wise to be able to do that. So I'll give it a try with your method just to see if I can. But if not, I'll show it off whenever I have paper mode. Yeah. So really quick, just for everyone, getting the map is what unlocks super guards and sweet treat. Super guards now consume star power though, a quarter of an orb. Super guarding is no longer 3 frames, but instead 2, so, you know, basically 50% harder. Which I am in favor of. I think super guarding, again, having a cost just makes it better. Yeah, I remember it being super precise. Honestly, I might just wait till I get paper mode. It's not that big of a deal. I remember you needed to, like, hammer, and have, like, the hammer going in between the front of the block. Like, you needed to have the hammer still hitting the ground, but being behind the front face of the block. It was a really weird, but my problem is, because I remember that, but I don't remember where to stand when doing it. Like, I don't remember where I need to be plane moding at. I don't know. I mean, I can give it a try, because it's not like I'm in a hurry, you know. I'm going to be showing everything off eventually anyway. Because I will not be going to Chapter 1 for a minute, for anyone who isn't familiar with all this setup stuff. There's a lot I can do right now. I got plane mode. I can go many places I'm not supposed to. So let's start with this. Plane mode in this corner, tilt back a little bit. You can jump up here. You know, fun, a little crazy. There's a free star piece. Jump down. I forget, is this one still here? It is not. Alright. Just so I don't kill myself in the water, I will save state. Oh wait, nope, I forgot. Because the camera's backwards, plane mode doesn't reorient when the camera's backwards. Because, you know, it's flipped from being where it normally would be. You would never be using plane mode in an inverted camera, so you basically have to, like... I flubbed it. Need to go. There we go. You basically just have to invert your plane mode controls, but it still works. And then I believe you stand here. You face this way. Does it tilt back? Yeah, okay, there you go. Perfect. Yeah, again, Reed giving us plane mode anywhere is one of my favorite things. Just full stop. It's amazing. I know you can get into Bobby's house at this point. I don't care. So another thing, just for everyone who doesn't know at this point, obviously at this point in vanilla, you would not be able to get to West Side. Well, okay, you could with Hazard Respawn glitch, but I'll explain why that's not a thing in a second. But obviously she blocks the way. You can't get the contact lenses at this point. You know, there's no way to. I'm gonna do a quick bad shop check because it's a star piece. And then obviously in the room with Dazzle, you have the fallen pillar that you can't get by, and then you have the big block in vanilla that without Hazard Respawn you can't get by. So I'll kind of go over things just one by one and explain why, you know, why certain things don't work and how we found our way around it. I am not selling. Others. What do you have at this point? Frankly put, nothing I care about. Good to know. Yeah, hero. Oh man, I love it. I love that. Oh boy. Like I said, CGM, whenever you release your demo, I will, you know, I would like to actually stream it. I think it'll be fun. Especially because I'll have, like, the insider knowledge of things that have changed and stuff. I think it'll be fun. Okay. So, I'll show this off really quick, just so everyone can kind of see it. Again, as we know, Dazzle, or, like, in the room with Dazzle here, you can't get by because of that. Well, as soon as I get my flower finder, because I'm a sane human being who likes FP, I will show this off. So, plane mode anywhere really just turns everything in, like, every wall, every pillar, everything into a suggestion. So, actually here, I'll show, just to explain. If you run to the front of this pillar, line up, you are now actually in a perfect position to get up here. So, just to kind of give a quick little rundown here. Reed put this block here thinking it would block the way. However, there's a tiny little gap right here that just so happens to line perfectly up with where you plane mode up from the front of that pillar. So, give it a couple tries, and by that... Oh, I almost had it. Hang on. If you just so happen to not stink at the game, that... need to get closer. Again, obviously the save stating is just to, like, make this not take 3 hours, because no one wants to sit here and watch me fumble around with trying to do something semi-precise. There we go. And I'm inside. And the hammer didn't work. There we go. Bam. But that's not it. You can go higher. I'm not sure where the position is for this one. Okay. It's going to be, like, right here. Oh, yeah. It'll definitely be fun, because I already know there's some changes. But yeah, you can get on that roof with a little precise plane mode. And then you get up here. And then, bam. A chest you quite literally aren't supposed to access. Obtained. And you'll notice, I now have access to west side. Because of all of this. Here, let me grab the star pieces that I know about really quick. Just because I will be using these for Heart Finder. I do not remember where Reed stuck everything, so... I'll probably end up getting Mouse at some point and running through everything just to show it all off. Okay, I know for a fact he hid one of these here at one point. I don't know if it's still here or not. Okay, that's there. Is this still even here? Okay, this is either a later version, an earlier version, or I'm gaslighting myself. Regardless, let's move on. I don't think this, yeah, you don't, there's no reason to get up on this pillar, because you can't get up on that roof. Or, well, maybe you can, but there's no point. Alright. So with this, star piece, there is a shine sprite up here, but it requires some annoying jump storage stuff that I don't feel like dealing with. Besides, it doesn't matter. You can max out all partners without it. Gonna grab this star piece really quick. Yeah, so again, I haven't even touched Chapter 1 yet, and stuff is already getting silly. You know, I'm already in places I'm not supposed to be. But what's crazy is that Chapter 1, or sorry, that west side method you guys saw me use with the pillar isn't even the first one that was discovered. It was actually me who... I missed my job. It was actually me, back... I think... So, V3 released, and then I had played through it normally. The next night, I had found... I found a way to get to west side using a different method, which I'll show off later. But, this. I forget, is this a thing where you want to be in danger? Isn't it easier in danger, or does it not matter? CGM, you said, oh, yeah, it's right here. I remember this being the pit, like the, you know, where Mario, you can see his hammer going through the block, but it's still hitting the ground. And then from here, you have to, like, plane mode, but I don't remember from where or, like, what angle to do this at. I don't quite remember how this one works. So, oh, never mind. I know exactly how it works. Okay. Yeah. And with that, bam, we go to Chapter 7. I am surprised I nailed that on my... Yeah, I know. That was ridiculous. Just like... Second try. Or third try. I don't remember how many it was. Alright. Now, here's the thing. Even though I went through the Chapter 7 pipe, this game, the game does not actually update your sequence. Like, sequence as being, like, you know, what decides what chapter and, like, what position of the game you are actually in. I'm not dealing with this right now. Don't get me wrong, you can now come to Chapter 7 and farm like crazy if you wanted. Like, I could walk out here in the level 20s because of how much star points I get, but I'm not going to do that. Ignore the retexture, they're just vanilla piranha plants. But, yeah, like, so with this, again, my sequence does not actually update at this point. I am still only in, like, prologue as far as the game is concerned. And there are no triggers, like no flags, no sequence updates in this area at all that we can abuse. For the longest time, when we were trying to see if we could beat the game, I kept coming back here, trying to find a way, like falling out of bounds, trying to get the cannon to activate, trying to see if I could do anything. Nothing would work. I'm not going to show all that off because it'd just be such a waste of time, because it doesn't do anything. But, as it stands, you know, like, coming here is basically for... 1, 2, 3 star pieces. Sorry, 4 star pieces, because there's one here. And 2 shine sprites, which, I mean, is nice, because you can basically get Goombella to Super before you even leave Prologue. And you can get Heart Finder, Flower Finder. And then, if you wish to destroy game balance, buy a couple of these. Hang on a second. Let's see. Knock Knock Shell, terrible, get out of my inventory. Fire Flower, terrible, get out of my inventory. Fire Flower, once again, get out of my inventory. And I've got bad news for this guy, too. Now, don't worry, I'm not going to just Ice Storm literally every boss. I'm just going to grab some of these and use them on regular enemies. Just because I think it's fun to show it off. Since it's a thing we can do. Don't get me wrong, I'm still filling up my inventory with them, though, because it'll help speed up the process of getting through the early chapter. We'll go ahead and store the dodge cape for now. I'll store a mushroom, and I'll store a honey syrup. And, like, yeah, you got, like, stopwatches here, which, again, are changed in hero mode to give stop and or OHKO, which is, you know, one-hit KO. Confusing stars, which are able to confuse enemies. And you'll notice Ice Storms are now 6 damage instead of 3. They are... Wait. I'm not making that up, right? They are 3 in vanilla. Oh, God. Now I don't know if I'm remembering vanilla right. I'm just going to assume I'm right and move on. Either way, Ice Storm's cracked. Ridiculous. Yeah, you see, I think 3's right. I'm pretty sure they're just fire flowers, but ice. Now, you got to be careful with these guys, because one hit from them, like if you get first struck, even though they're retextured, this area isn't actually updated with anything new. So even the texture is different, but they're just frost piranhas. So they can freeze stun lock you very fast. I would know. The first time I came here, I got absolutely clobbered. I don't have paper mode yet, so I can't show it off, but the badge down there is also obtainable. But let me find the sweet spot here again. One second. Come on, Mario. Find that sweet spot. So close. Oh, There it is. There we go. Perfect. Okay, that's not there anymore. Let's see. Go down here. Oh, I get to show off Spike Room early. I forgot about that. Let's see. I'm not going to grab any of these right now, because who cares? So, these rooms here. If you're wondering how Reed fixed the whole hazard respawn glitch, it's this block. There's one of these on each side, making the loading zone, you know, inaccessible. So even if you, like, you know, sure, you can run through here. So if you're coming from the other side, you know, let's say you didn't do this skip, how would you get through? Well, this is ridiculous. Just watch. I missed. Hang on. I gotta find the sweet spot. There we go. Boom. And just to kind of display it, you know, this being the way you would normally enter in, you just kind of... You just jump. That's it. No fancy tech. No shenanigans. You just jump. Which, I don't even... I'm pretty sure it's because this block is just ever so slightly too short, so Mario can just barely touch, like, the side of loading... Like, the inside of the loading zone. And it's just enough to get Mario to go through. Although, I don't know what it is. It seems harder going to the right than to the left. It might just be me. Maybe it's how he has the block positioned. But, okay. Now I'm not going to waste my time. I'm going to activate walk-through walls to make the block fall and go through. Just because I'm not going to waste our time. But, like, you get the idea. And, once I get paper mode, oh, it gets crazier. Alright. Can't do anything else down there. Alright. It's officially time for ridiculous, just ridiculous. Alright, so, Spike Shield Room. Giant block, right? So, even when you have paper mode, you can't get in. Or, at least so it was assumed. Plane mode, as we've established, has this weird habit of clipping through things above it. This happens to also include ceilings. I fell. Hang on a minute. So, if you go into plane mode here, fly through, and then, like, back out, I'll free cam just to kind of put it on show here. You'll notice Mario is now halfway through the wall. Now, if I... Oh, that doesn't work right. I have to go to the... Okay. So you can't just plane mode from here over to here, though, because you're still inside the wall. So what we need to do... I have the... Again, I use free cam to kind of show Mario. So... Think of each wall as like its own thing here, right? So Mario right now is on this seam right here in this wall. The only way I can get over here is by getting to the back seam. However, you'll notice, let me save state here. If I walk forward, I get pushed out. This is because even though I'm inside of the one wall on the right here, the wall in the back is still solid to me. So I need to do like just what I've done, you know, we've kind of dubbed a corner jump. I need to jump from where I'm standing here around to this seam here instead, so I am in the back instead of the front. Or the back instead of the side. It'll take me a couple of attempts. Never mind, it took one. I'm just that cool. And then you plane mode. And then you can jump in, grab this dude, now giving me 4 shine sprites. And then we just repeat the process. Get into the wall. Again, I'll free cam just to make it more interesting so if everyone can see. I fell. So I need to do another corner jump. Oh, okay, apparently I'm good at this. So I'm going to try to get Mario visible here, so it's not, again, so you have an idea. Okay. So, let me give you a rundown of what needs to happen. As we've established, even if a block is blocking a loading zone, like, you can still get through it if you can touch the loading zone. We figured this out with the room to the left. So the question becomes, how do I get through to this block, right? How do, you know, this was, because whenever we were figuring this out, this was the process. So let me just start by plane moding regularly. If I hit the side of the block, I clip, I run into it and then get kicked, kicked back out. However, here's what we ended up discovering. If you plane mode and tilt harsh down to the right, I went too far. Yeah, I went too far. So if you plane mode, and basically what you want to do is dip down to where your height is now just barely underneath the block. And then what we're gonna do here is after you get underneath it, tilt back up. Okay. It'll take a few attempts just because it's a little precise. Let me go back a little bit further. Okay. Let me see where Mario's at really quick, just so I can kind of show it off. Where am I? Am I inside the block? I think I'm inside the block. Here's how we'll check. Let me hit the save state, run down. Perfect. So you notice I'm now inside the block. Again, basically, because what happens if you go underneath the ground and then your plane mode hits the ground underneath it, it'll just spawn you back up above it. So now you need to do some wiggling around until you find the loading zone. But now the question is, what the heck do we do here? Like, yeah, sure, hero mode has increased speed, but like, even with like some speed swappy jumps, it's gonna be hard, right? Well, Reed gave us the answer for this too. Making plane mode just ridiculous. And once again, we're not done. Well, we're almost done. Here. And here's the thing. Like, getting back out, it's very, very easy. Just go here, do the same plane mode trick that we did to get into the wall, and jump out. It's really that simple. And here I am, 11 star pieces, 4 shine sprites, and I haven't even left the prologue, and I've already bought something from Dazzle. And again, it just keeps getting more and more ridiculous. Because... oh, I don't have paper mode yet, right. I don't know. I do not believe in walls, right? Walls are just a suggestion made by big dev to make my fun not happen. So... right here. Fly over that. This is gonna take me a second because I don't remember where this ends exactly. Hang on. Bam. Okay, right there. And now with a very precise plane mode. Well, I say very precise. You just need to get right here. You'll notice I plane moded across the gap. Because again, let me save state here. There's basically a gap that covers a decent portion of this. It's not all solid. You go through here, you end up in her room, you walk back out, and not only does that give you access to curses early if you're a weirdo who still has enough money for it, but I can get over here. And while sure, this doesn't do a lot, I want that chest. Because I am a loot goblin. So, bam. I have, yep, 70, okay. So I'm gonna go to Dazzle really quick, get a couple badges. I'm gonna upgrade Goom, just because I think it's fun. And then we'll go absolutely murder Blooper. And after nearly an hour of shenanigans, we'll get to go to prologue, or chapter 1. Grab Heart Finder. Does he have anything else I care about right now? Feeling fine is fine. I don't care about Spike Shield or Zap Tap, so I'll probably end up just grabbing Item Hog for item drops because I'm a weirdo. I like my RNG. Let's see. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I can get my hands on right now, but I don't think so. I think we've done just about all there is to do. Oh. I will, well, none of these badges are really going to do anything in the blooper fight, so I guess I'll just equip Flower Finder for whenever I'm walking through Chapter 1. Upgrade Goombella, because we like to have fun here. Okay, yes, I can technically get double dip. I know... no. You know what? You're right. Thank you. I didn't go up to West Side, did I? I totally forgot. Actually, thank you, because there is something I can do there that's going to be crazy. Okay. Again, just to save our time, like, we've already established I can get to West Side. I'm going to use Walk Through Walls, the code I have active, to save time. For anyone wondering, it's just a gecko code I have. I press the L trigger, since, you know, that's, like, that's the only unused, like, overworld button. And it just it basically turns off collision. Okay, yes, Hero, I could go to Chapter 2, but I get stuck. Yeah, thank you. You can't come back. Or at least we haven't found a way back. If there's a way back, it's news to me. But I don't know. Yeah, so with West Side, there's this here. I forget, is this Shine Sprite still here, or is this one gone? Okay, Reed moved that one. Okay, good. Yeah, so there's going to be a handful of stuff in here that's moved. Not anything as interesting. One of the best Shine Star Piece, that's the word, places is there. If I recall, I think we found a way to get the Star Piece back here in Prologue as well, but I don't actually remember how. Again, for anyone wondering, there's a Star Piece hidden behind that little cage with her. But I don't remember how we get it. Here. So, I'm not going to do it because there's no point. Because if you notice, Reed moved the item that's in here. It's not here anymore. So let me go back out really quick. However, if that item were still there, we can get back there. It's shenanigans, and I'm not worried about it, but... and then there's back here. Hang on a minute. I don't remember who was responsible for discovering this, but it's a fun little trick. So if you stand right about here, and then... Is this you, Hero? Did you do this? Yeah, so you can just walk out, and now you're back here, where there is... a Star Piece? Hero, is the Shine Sprite block still back here? Because I don't remember. I actually don't remember. You think? No? Okay. Here, let's find out. Oh. Yeah, so, you'll notice there's weird consequences, too. Like, some collision just kind of breaks whenever you, Oh, wait. I can just check! That's hilarious. Yeah, since this house, I came through it, like, without ever going in. It never loaded. So, yeah, you can actually just come back. You can make this so you can see. That's fun. Yeah, like, the collision on this house just doesn't exist anymore. Until, if I do this and then load it, well, you can tell it's still kind of broken. But then if I do that and go back out, it'll work. Never mind. No, it doesn't. I just broke the poor house. Sorry, guys. Oh! I forgot about this! I forgot about this. I love this. This is so silly. Because I never exited this house, the fold to let the camera see in never came down. But this is actually, like, if you think about this for a minute, this is a very interesting insight to the way the devs made TTYD's camera. Whenever you enter a house and change perspective, it's not just moving the camera. It's actually unfolding the house so you can see in. Because the camera would normally be too far back if the wall stayed. So, it, like, I know you see the wall whenever, like, peel whenever you, like, go in. But, like, that could just be mistaken for an aesthetic effect. But no, it actually serves a functional purpose. At least, I assume. Like, if that were to not be a thing, I assume you wouldn't be able to see back, like, you wouldn't be able to see into the house. So it's just a fun little insight. Oh no, this game is, once again, very silly. But... with 8 star pieces, I actually now have just enough to go buy Item Hog. So yeah, you can get Heart Finder, Flower Finder, and Item Hog, and have 5 shine sprites. Well, 6 if you're willing to do jump storage. Before you leave prologue. So, you can just kind of go nuts. And, yeah. I don't know. It's... I swear it's only just beginning. This only gets worse. The moment the game gives me paper mode... Oh boy. Yeah, you can get triple dip in prologue, but again, that is a setup I'm not willing to try to engage with. I have zero interest in going that far. Because inducing Black Room Glitch in the right spot there is so incredibly difficult, and we never found a way to do it in any other house that makes it work. Because again, it's the Trouble Center. Specifically, the Trouble Center keeps collision that other houses don't. Or or maybe it's that it gets rid of them. Either way, I don't remember. But it's insane, and I don't have the energy to do it. Alright. Alright, guys, I'm super scared of Blooper here. Me and all my upgraded crap and items and partner. I'm gonna use my mushroom to get that 2 health back, because my blood's flowing. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to handle this. I might go sell some of my badges and get the curse. I'll go get the lucky curse to up my stats, just in case. Fun fact for anyone who's watching, I don't know if you've noticed, this save block is higher than all of the other save blocks. As a matter of fact, here, let me save really quick. You'll notice, Mario, it's almost at the top of his jump. Like, my hat barely goes up above it. Whereas, if I go over here, let me show off really quick. You'll notice, Mario's face comes up to the block. Reed did this to try to prevent players from using the plane mode glitch to get up to this chest. Because I remember asking them about it. The goal, because you can't do this. Just to, like, you know, I'll show one more time. But you can't do this. You do not get enough height. So the attempt here was to stop players from getting that chest. But as we have cleanly established, I respect no walls and no stops in this game. I love it. It's so fun. I don't know if it's there anymore or not. I'll check really quick. Okay, no. There used to be a shine sprite up there. I think Reed moved it. But, again, with jump storage and walking off this boat panel, you could get it. Anyway, time to ruin Stinky Blooper's day. And then you have fire battle music. I forget what his stats are. Stinky Blooper, yep. Fire attacks. 20 and 3. Okay. So, I know in vanilla this crashes, so I'm making a save state just in case. But Ice Storm is just enough damage. But again, in vanilla this crashes. Okay, it did not. Oh, and it froze him. Oh, dude, I'm so sorry. Yeah, again, like, as you can see, just simply going to chapter 7 and getting your hands on Ice Storms, like, this'll do this to pretty much every boss who can be frozen. You don't need anything crazy, just... And every time you run out, you can just go get more, or heck, if you want... if you have enough money, or if you farm out, like, the money off of the Chapter 7 enemies, because you'll get a ton, you can just buy a bunch and put them in storage, and then just, like, sweep the first chapter or two with them. But yeah, this battle's over. I don't know. Reed had the title said he's weak to fire. I think ice worked pretty well. And then obviously we upgrade BP because I want to be able to equip more than one badge, please and thanks. Okay, but I showed off so many glitches and stuff. I think it's productive. And Hero, I'm not going to Chapter 1 just yet. You should know better. I have one more thing I need to do. Yeah, put on Heart Finder. And then I don't care. Alright, so we've established plane mode anywhere is crazy. Hang on, let me find the sweet spot here. Okay, no more up. A little bit more right. This should be good. With a very nice and precise plane mode. With a very nice... So, yeah, Hero, I wanted to show that... So I want to show off the, the intentional way first. And then after I beat Chapter 1, I'm going to show that off. Because, yeah, I know about it. But I want to show off the silliness. Because, again, I don't quite know what Reed did to make this happen. So, you got the star piece here. And Reed added this. No, obviously 3-turn invincibility. Ridiculous. Everyone, just keep in mind that that block was there. We're going to be having a nice long talk about that block later. Okay, not quite. Okay. No more back, only left. More left? Okay, more left. You don't have to be super precise about this. I just like maximizing the amount of space I get. And then, from here, we go into Chapter 1, an hour and 2 minutes into the stream. I will say, I vibe with the aesthetics of Chapter 1 in Hero mode. Just nighttime and the music being... Like, this music right here is like go to sleep to it music. It's so nice. Okay. Do I show off the secret cutscene, guys? Is that a thing I should do? Higher block and rogue port with airplane mode because I could have sworn I had to get up there. Wait, you can get on top of that save block? I just kind of assumed you couldn't. That is hilarious. I mean, okay, then you know what? My method is just more complicated, and that's just the way I like it. I don't do easy around here. Oh, boy. That's hilarious. I love it. I'm not going to worry about grabbing any more items right now. It's fine. But, should I show off the secret cutscene? I should. It's a hero mode playthrough. That's not what I wanted to do. Okay. We need to do something called Goombella buffering here. Basically, after you press X with Goombella, you have a handful of frames where you can move. It's unfortunate that I am terrible at this trick, and it takes me ages. Okay, I'm gonna move as close as I can to minimize the amount of time that this takes. Okay. That's not quite it. Okay, you notice how Mario moved there? But I didn't trigger the loading zone. Because it's like X and then you have like... There we go. That's a nice one. Okay, nope, not quite. Moved again. You gotta get like a little ways into the loading zone so to where it doesn't make you... You basically gotta get past the point where it triggers you actually walking through it. So... It's only gonna take a couple more of these. It won't take long. There's a couple of tricks I can do with this, but I just don't like doing it because I'm bad at it, so... Unless it's really relevant, I'm not going to show it off much. I think that's still too far. It's still too far. Ooh, that was a good one. Now? Nope, not quite. Ooh, that's a good one. There we go. You'll notice I'm now past the loading zone, and it's not triggering. So, if I need to walk about here, plane mode, and just fly. Because you'll notice the dragon cutscene didn't trigger originally. You really went out of your way to activate this event. Are you proud of yourself? You realize what you've just done? You interrupted the canon events. It's simply unforgivable. You'll face the consequences of your actions. Good riddance, Mario. And my reward is getting told to die. Wouldn't have it any other way in a hard mode mod. Wouldn't have it any other way. Ooh. I can't wait until I start getting some access to actual attacks. That's gonna be nice. I like the hero mode badges. I think they're fun. I am a Giddy Typhoon main myself, as everyone knows at this point. I will not shut up about it. I don't know. I don't care that Giddy Typhoon hurts me. It hurts everything else too, so it does its job. Oh, also, I guess I haven't shown this off, but selecting targets with your hammer, just another quality thing. Only 5? Yeah, okay, it's fine. Since again I am treating this like a normal playthrough up to the point where we start doing the glitchy, well, I say the glitchy stuff, the really glitchy stuff. I will be you know, like actually fighting enemies and leveling up and stuff. And with this shine sprite right here, like you'll remember I skipped one because I didn't want to do it. I already have enough to upgrade Koops. I don't really. Ah! that honey syrup really wanted me. Okay. If you do a nice clean plane mode from here, you can stop here. And here. And then you finally get access to your first badge. You know, I wonder something. Hero, do you think I could do the same glitch that I do to get into Chapter 7, to get inside of this block early, and get the item in here? Have we ever tested this? Well, now I have to test. I won't sit here and wait to waste too long on this. Like, I want to keep the stuff moving. It's just one of those things where if I can discover something in real time, that'd be really cool. Oh, it is so close. You can see Mario, like... It's probably... Yeah, you can grab the Courage Shell with a precise walk into it. Yeah, but the Courage Shell is just fine. You know, Hero, I have another double dip P idea I'm gonna check, and it actually also involves this. Because, I don't know if you... Pay close attention here. Like, whenever the plane mode first clips into the block, it behaves, like, kind of weird. It's like it stutters along for a second. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna stop just because I don't want to waste everyone's time. But I have another double dip P chest I want to mess with. This just gives hearts now, and it also only takes one hit, nothing too crazy, but it's a nice little quality of life. If you're getting your butt kicked in the early area, it gives you a way to heal. I'm not gonna grab this yet because it's a star cookie. And he dodged the hammer like a pro. I mean, I appreciate the gesture, but my inventory's full. However, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got 6. Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna waste it on this. I'm gonna waste it on this loadout. It's fine. But when I get Giddy Typhoon, bigger loadouts won't be a problem anymore. So this will just help speed up the early game. Bam. Bam. Did I get the star piece back here? Wait a second. Am I silly? Okay, I did. Yeah, obviously the button's not here anymore. For anyone who has played hero mode, you know, it's obvious what to do. But a new-time player might actually forget. You have options here. It's the first, like, intended use. Like, you know, of, like, plane mode anywhere, plane mode. Oh, and the Petalburg music. I love the music here so much. It's just so calm. Ah, oh. That's not what I meant to do. I dropped my phone. Let's see, let me pull my chat back up. There we go. Okay. We're gonna store the boo sheet for now because there's zero reason to use that. Don't really need the honey syrup, don't really need the mushroom. And I'll store a couple of these. I'm gonna go grab the items I've missed really quick, just to have them in storage. I love this. I think I was the first one to find this one. I just guessed, and it felt, I mean, I'll be honest, it felt great. Let's see. You have this dude here, which is another one. That's the coin. This is the... Oh, the mystery's not there anymore. Oh, I forgot he's back. No thank you. And then Star Cookie. A lot of the custom items have since been reworked, obviously. You know, I know, like, for anyone who isn't Reed's Discord, I mean, this is gonna be, like, this version of, like, hero mode is so outdated compared to, like, what Shadow of Power is gonna look like. But it's still, I don't know, even as is, I really like it. I think this is an incredible time. I think it's really fun. I'll pick up a single Dizzy Dial, sure. Let's see. I like, this is something of Reed's I appreciate too. You know, this little toad who's like kind of the gamer addict has different stuff for, like, mods now. It's kind of like his little way of shouting out, you know, other mods, like, and I don't know, there's something about that I really like. I'm not sure how to put it into words. Also, Willow, I totally ignored your question earlier. I'm sorry, I just I forgot to actually answer. You asked about getting that slow stomp. You can get it that way, but I'm pretty sure once you, what happens is once you beat the chapter and the black block disappears, slow stomp teleports to the ground. Now, I'm pretty sure Reed wants you to have slow stomp at this point, but it's one of those things where for players who don't figure it out, you'll get it by the end of the chapter for sure, because it teleports to the ground instead of spawning on top of the block, because the blocks obviously disappear. Also, the partner cameos, you know, just a little fun thing. There's a block under it. It stays up there? Are you sure? Am I crazy? What am I thinking of then? Isn't there a situation where what I just explained happens? Or am I making stuff up? Am I gaslighting myself? Because I could have sworn... Then what am I thinking of? Because there's a situation I know of where, like, a block chain, like, gets removed. No, honestly, yeah, that makes sense. I think... What am I thinking of, then? I don't know. I'm just... I must be thinking of something else. Oh, you know what? That would be a weird thing to mix up, but you might be right. Sorry, Coops. We don't got time to talk right now. You'll be helpful later. I know there's a shine sprite inside of this block. And again, it really makes me wonder if I could, like... Especially with the bush there. Like, I feel like there's definitely shenanigans that can be done if you try hard enough. Okay. I've only played TTYD. I know I made this exact joke yesterday, but I've only played TTYD 100 times, and I still check every bush in this area. Because, like, I don't know where stuff's at. I'm not going to pretend I know where stuff's at. And then, I love piercing throw. It's satisfying. I love the different first strike messages too. It's another small thing. Doesn't like do a whole lot, but I let go too early. I blame a certain other mod I have been playtesting for me reacting too fast. CGM. Buddy. I don't know if you're still here. But yes, I'm talking about you. Don't get me wrong, I wouldn't change it. I like it. But when you have vanilla, a mod, and another mod, they start to like... What is it? I don't want your can, sir. That's littering. What was I talking? Oh, yeah. All of the different timings and controls and just everything. Sometimes I mix them up in my head. Another knock-knock shell. What's with these guys holding the mini shrooms? You want to know something very peculiar there? I did not hit a second time on that stylish, and I am convinced. Maybe I don't know, maybe I just barely tapped it, but I didn't deliberately hit A on that second hit. I don't know. I might be gaslighting myself now. Give me the mini... Oh, no mini shroom. I have this weird, like, luck with getting item drops from enemies. Sometimes, it's a mood thing. Whenever I was, again, CGM and, doing testing with his stuff, I remember just getting, it was actually 3 item drops back to back. Am I full? I am full. Alright. For anyone who's wondering, plane mode does let you skip this room. I'm pretty sure you can... Correct me if I'm wrong, can't you plane mode on top of the the pedestals, Hero? I think it's the pedestals you can get on top of. Yeah, okay. And then from here, you can plane mode up and fly over the, you can just, like, basically get over the loading zone of this. But I'm gonna fight him, because, you know, I want the star points. Yeah, it's only 5, so it's not bad. We'll go ahead and use the Power Block because, well, I've got Ice Storms that I got from a better place. And then we're going to Piercing Throw. I remember that, actually. Yeah, you can skip talking to the mayor by... You can skip talking to the mayor and, like, doing the little gate cutscene by just getting on top of the save block and doing a little jump, like a jump over the gate's, like, hitbox or whatever you want to call it, like, collision, basically. It's just, like, there's so many potential skips. I don't know, a speedrun of this, if you were to really go at it, would look insane. But, I'll be honest, that's not my kind of thing. I'm not a speedrunner. Never, you know, it's not the kind of thing I care to do. I'm sure that's probably obvious. Hey. Aww. He got me. Alright. Piercing Throw makes pretty quick work of, like, the early area. And again, that's why I like having Flower Finder, because I don't have to run back to a save block and heal every time. I can just, like, get enough FP to keep using it in further battles. And then every now and then, if I don't use it, that'll basically get me to full. Especially when my max is 5. Once I get a bit more BP... Or wait, did Dazzle still have Flower Saver? I don't remember anymore. Is there a Flower Saver in Hero Mode at all? Ooh. I'm gonna say, like, well, either way... Well... No Flower Saver that's intended, at least, but I forget, like, I wonder, like, one of the glitch chapters, like, or not glitch, but, like, one of the places I'm not supposed to be, I forget if I can get one. Yeah, I know about that. And I'm still gonna be an idiot and go get it anyway, because I want it, but... Yeah, again, once I get Paper Mode is when the game breaking really begins. What I showed off in, like, Prologue is really just... Well, the Prologue. It's the beginning of breaking things open. I know Reed has said the plan is to remove the plane mode anywhere from the game, but he has said, and I hope he plans to stick to it, that there will be a new game plus with plane mode anywhere. And honestly, I think that's fair, because this is, like, ridiculously broken. It's too much. So the fact that it's like, hey, you know, we'll save it for new game plus still lets, like, people who want to glitch hunt do that without, I don't know, without making the first playthrough broken. Also, secret block. Yeah, this thing does not exist anymore. And you know what? It's a tragedy. I hammered the wall. Thanks, Mario. With the Stone Coup Patrol. Yep. The tattle log in this version is still broken. I'm pretty sure if you tattle these guys, like, Stone Coup Patrols will show up 3 different times. Yeah, no, the new items are sick. Like, I absolutely think it was a 100%... Yeah, like, I could actually talk about Shadows of Power for ever. Just literally ever. I am in love with it. And I have, like, it's not even a thing yet. His animation did not play. That was hilarious. Don't do it. Okay, I don't care about that. Yeah, I'm in this weird predicament where both of my options, damage-wise in this fight, like for regular attacking, are going to end up with the same outcome. I can either piercing throw for 3 damage but 2 FP, or hammer for 1 and then jump for 2 with Goombella. And so one of them just doesn't cost FP, so it ends up being the same. Don't you do it. Okay. I'm not the best at timing the bingos, so yeah, Poison Bingo would just ruin my day. Oh no, my health. Okay, he did it twice. I don't like that. Oh, another small thing that, again, we kind of glossed over. You'll notice that I'm at 5 HP, but I'm no longer in danger. For anyone who hasn't seen Hero Mode, danger and peril are now a percentage-based thing. I am going to assume Reed's keeping that. But, yeah, it's one of those things where, now the overworld sprite will still show me, obviously, actually, you know what? I've never paid attention to this. In battle, you're not in danger, but in the overworld, your sprite shows the danger sprite. Interesting. But yeah, it's now, I believe it's 30% for danger and 10% for peril, which, yes, does mean that if you get your HP high enough, you can have, like, high HP peril and just be insane. Especially because, as we recall, I have Mega Rush and Mega Rush P, which I'm not supposed to yet. So it's one of those things where danger builds and peril builds are absolutely like an option here. Ah, let's see. Well, now I'm not going to use piercing throw again because I don't feel like missing. See? I knew it. But it's okay, this fight's over. Yeah, I love it. Percentage danger gives so much more, like, versatility in builds. But because the raw numbers are lowered, it doesn't make it feel like it's stupidly overpowered, too, you know? Like, Mega Rush, I believe, is 3? Yeah. So, it's one of those things where it's still not super powerful, or it's still not, like, crazy overpowered, but still, +3 is nothing to sneeze at. And this is a very small little thing that I very much appreciate with Hero Mode. The fact that you get a fuzzy now, just before going into Schwonk Fortress where you get your first fuzzies. I don't know, it's like just a little build-up, you know? It's like a, hey, we're gonna be dealing with this soon, so we got one outside. Also, the faster animation is just so much better. Like, thank you for making him not waste so much time. Again, I don't know, like, obviously what Shadow of Power is going to look like as far as stuff like this goes, but if I know, you know, like based on what I've played of Reed's stuff and the way he talks, I'm assuming like the same, you know, that same level of care and more is still gonna be here in terms of like thoughtful enemy placements and like just all of it. You know, I'm assuming all of that's gonna be taken into account. And I think that's a fair assumption because I already know I'm right. Ooh, I forgot. Should I fail the quiz? Like, should I fail the quiz in Ice Storm whenever comes out? I think I might. Just get some extra star points. Why not? I will save state just in case I'm forgetting what it is and it ends up being shenanigans. But I don't think it's, like, hard. Yeah, obviously the quiz questions are changed. Huh. Yes. Oh. There we go. I was gonna say, if I ended up guessing these right, oh boy. It would have been kind of comedic. Oh, it's just he has an earthquake? Yeah, let's just not entertain any of this, actually. Get away from me. No. It's a shame this enemy like doesn't drop its items in the overworld because I could totally go with an earthquake right now. But that's fine. Oh, I get to ban somebody. Let's go. Pulling up the stream on my browser. Dude, that's even more hilarious. Twitch is telling me this is a likely ban evader. So I don't know if you guys can see this or not. I don't know if it showed up in the chat, but another user, because I don't know if you remember yesterday, I got my first bot, my first cheap viewers, like buy viewers. Yep, there they get. They're spamming matches again. I think because Twitch is picking them up as a yeah, didn't figure. So Twitch is picking them up as a ban evader because it's presumably the same person. So it's going, hey, this person, you know, is restricted. However, I get to see it. So my my not so friendly friend, ban. And yep, ban. Okay. Now I am very happy. Yeah, because like, I'm assuming, like, I don't know if you can see the banned message in the chat or not. But yeah, that like, again, I don't know what you guys are able to see because again, I don't know how Twitch is set up. But there again, that person was trying to do the buy viewers in like scam thing, and I don't know, man. Just go away. I don't want to purchase. Oh yeah. Sorry, I got distracted with that. Another small change Hero Mode makes that I really like is the whole center room being skipped. Very quality of life, and I appreciate it a ton. And this is another reason I keep 2 more Ice Storms on me, to get rid of these 2 loadouts. Just because again, they take a second, and this is so much faster. Um, ooh. Okay, I don't have a whole lot of BP things I'm gonna want to equip yet. I'm gonna do HP for now, and I'll do another BP. Or I might, I don't know, we'll see. There's a nice... The thing with hero mode is I actually think all of the upgrades are a bit more useful, because enemies are more dangerous, but you have more fun badges to use, but those badges cost FP usually, so it's like, I want to upgrade everything. It's one of those things where I don't feel like I should just click BP and call it a day, which I think is already a major success over hero mode, or over vanilla. Alright. Here comes the... Okay, first of all, wow, that was a lot of items. Here's the first fight in hero mode that I actually think, like... Don't get me wrong. Is it hard? No. But it definitely makes the player, like, play the game. You know, like, you gotta focus. You gotta say, okay... Yeah, I know, the double drops are ridiculous. So first of all, the Never Let Up remix is just like... I can sit here and listen to this all night and probably not get tired of it. This is a fire theme. Well, it's because of the original's a fire theme, so any remix is gonna be fire. But... No, I don't know, this fight... It's not hard, but you need to do the guards. I can't slow him, so it doesn't really matter. You see, that's what I wanted. There we go. And like, yeah, I could get rid of the horde, but... It's fine. Sorry, I know I got quiet for a minute. Again, I like this theme. I will say, Fuzzy Horde Guard is obvious. You know, you can tell it was made harder. They drop or they don't jump anywhere near as high, but it's still totally fair. Like I don't think it's anything super difficult. Because even then, a fail is 1 damage, so it's not like you're gonna get floored by the horde if you're not paying too much attention. But if you happen to get hit by all 5, it can get bad really quickly, because there goes like a third of your health at this point. Well, actually, with Goombella, it'd be a half, because she wouldn't be upgraded normally. But... There we go. Yeah, actually, again, not too bad, but... As anyone who's played this mod knows, that's nothing. It's what's gonna happen after this that's gonna start getting kind of fun. Oh, and then this. Slow Stomp is really nice. But this right here. It's such a quality of life thing. Although, you could make the case that by the time you're done talking to him, and the cutscene ends, you could already be, like, two or 3 rooms through this, but I don't even care. It's just the fact I don't have to walk it, and it's like, hey, I get new text, I get new dialogue, so it's fun. Yeah, surprise mover fight. He teleports you to floor 99 of the pit. That would be hilarious. There we go. Just a little quality of life shortcut. We can all vibe with that. I'm not 100% sure what I really want to wear going into the fight, because it's like, I don't know. I'll probably just equip the Megas, and if in the event I get into peril, I'll just absolutely end them both. Obviously gonna heal. I'll grab a couple of, like, healies just in case, because why not? And I wouldn't say there's anything in Chapter 1 or 2 of Hero Mode, like, as it was here in V4, that's terribly hard. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying it's like, oh, it's so easy, like, or, you know, I'm not saying anything like that. There's definitely challenge, but it's not painstakingly, like, pull your hair out difficult or anything. Honestly, I'll just bring this all with me, and then I'll make room. Because after I get Koops, I am going to make a quick trip back to Rogueport since I can upgrade them. And I'm going to use the star pieces I have. Oh, I guess I only have 5. We'll see. We'll see what I end up doing. Okay. It's so easy. There's no challenge. Hair fully intact. Hero Jesus. Oh no. I love how, like, this conversation is given a lot more, like, depth and seriousness in hero mode compared to vanilla. I don't know. I kind of love the, like, the lower, like, the Coop's really wanting to stand up for himself. I kind of love that he's trying to assert that, like, this is what I want to do. I know it's there in vanilla too, but does anyone remember in V3 when you did this fight and it forced Koops out on you? So if you wanted to tattle, you had to re-pull out Goombella. I am glad that's not a thing. Okay. Alright, Goombella, turn 1. I want you to do this, please. Beautiful. So, let me run down my strategy for this fight really quick. I always focus Koopy first. She just hurts worse. Her guards can be a little bit more, like, you know, especially when she's flying, can be a little bit more annoying. Dark Fuzzy's not too difficult. And if you don't damage Dark Fuzzy enough, the Horde doesn't come out. So you can basically just focus... What is it? And if you just focus her, the Dark Horde doesn't come out. So you... Fuzzy Horde doesn't come out. So you can just, like, kind of prioritize. Well, I did say I didn't want to damage Dark Fuzzy, but I get a feeling he's gonna... With the poison plus that, he's definitely making friends. Also, do you remember when Koopy had the thing where she would change locations? Like, she'd go back and forward depending on, like... Just depending on where she was positioned. I don't remember what Reed said the thought process was for removing that, but I know there was, like, a reason. Ooh, I missed. Ah, he brought the Horde. I knew it. It's okay. Incoming Shine Bingo. We got this. Well, I had the spirit. Oh, I forgot about that. Okay, hang on a minute. Okay, hang on. I want Mario, there we go. Above that, so I can do this. I wasn't fast enough. I tried to switch off of it. I'm silly. I was gonna try to do the thing where I, like, overflow my... Oh, hero mode. Hang on a minute. In case you can't tell, I was not prepared for hero mode Sweet Treat. Okay, I think Kupiku dies as long as I actually get the slow. Yep, okay. Okay, interesting that... Aw, Goombella! Interesting that Fuzzy Horde didn't take background damage. I'm pretty sure I do too, but I just want to, like, guarantee the kill here. Because now this fight's not a problem anymore. I can outpace any damage that I take with healing. Okay, in the event, because I know this thing is weird sometimes, I want to save state just in case it does like a crash, because I know the Knock Knock Shell has shenanigans. Oh, I brought it down to 4. Cool. I think I have to finish the Horde in this fight anyway, so I might, like, just whittle them both down. There we go. Got like half a bar extra. Another thing I like about the hero mode Sweet Treat, like other than just the speed, the poison shrooms don't actually like stop you from throwing. They just subtract 1 from all your counts. So it's one of those things where like you don't get punished by not being able to move anymore, but you lose 1 in everything that you've got. So it's still a punishment. I don't know. I feel like that is a better punishment, because, like, taking control from the player for a few seconds is just kind of annoying. Oh, there's still 4 of them. Oops. Alright. Let's get the Horde out of here. We don't want any more of this. And then it'll be Dark Fuzzy and GG. Oh, that's actually true, because there are... Oh, I missed. There are going to be strategies where you, like, don't want to heal too much, you know, if you're trying to stay in danger, so that's definitely a thing to consider. Bingo? Yes! The good ending. Like, again, even without, like, any, like, upgraded partners or other shenanigans, it's not bad. You know, just having Goombella with 5 extra health helps. Anyways, I'm gonna speed through all this and grab another drink. I don't keep water super close to my computer just because I've heard horror stories. My friend actually had one recently. I'll tell the story in a minute. But I do not want to be that guy who spills water on his computer. I would be so sad. Um, but no, my friend, me and him were playing a game together. Ah! How long am I streaming for? Till I get tired. I'm just gonna be real with you. I don't really have a set time. It's gonna be till I get tired, and I took a nap on my lunch at work today, so I've got a bit in me. But no, I was gonna say my friend at one point on his laptop, we were playing a game together, and he accidentally spilt hot tea with honey in it. We're talking like this poor laptop murdered, like absolutely just ruined. All right, Hero, that sounds good. That sounds good. Whenever you come back, just give a little shout, and I'll let you know. But no, my poor friend spilled like again hot tea with honey in his laptop, and poor thing just it didn't survive. So now I always joke around with him. I send him pictures of Do you guys remember in like the Wii manual? It's like your Wii is not thirsty, and it has a picture of someone like pouring orange juice on it with the cross, like the circle with the cross. I send him that every now and then, and just tell him your Wii isn't thirsty, just to be funny. Or anytime he says he's getting a drink and we're gaming together, I'll send him that and just or I'll bring it up at least. I'll mention it and go like, hey, your Wii's not thirsty, because I think it's really funny. I'm sorry if that makes me a bad person. Because, like, yeah, it was obviously unfortunate, like, for real, to, like, losing his laptop, but... I don't know. I do not keep drinks near my computer for that exact reason, because I am afraid of, I'm afraid of bad things happening. I don't trust myself. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna make a quick detour to Rogueport. Is there anything new I can do with Koops in Rogueport glitch-wise? Or am I just upgrading them? I don't think there's anything Koops can do. At least not until I have access to, Paper Mode. But at that point, again, I'm gonna be waiting till... Yeah, okay. We're just gonna go upgrade them really quick so we have the extra oomph. I did want to ask you, CGM, as far... Oh, I forgot about this. I like this, too. It's a small change, but just... Come on. Give you the Chet Rip... Is it Chet Rippo? Yeah, give you Chet Rippo early. You want him, like, no, there's no reason not to... There's no reason to have to wait till after Chapter 5 to use them. But, CGM, as far as, like, your stuff goes, how is New Millennium coming along? Like, have you made any more significant changes? Has anything fun happened? Anything... you want to talk about, or is it just kind of just getting there? Starting stats are changed, okay. I know, like, obviously it's, well, obviously it's your call, it's your mod, but, if you, since, there's, you're changing starting stats, I know and you're changing a handful of the bosses and stuff, too, as far as, like, things that, we talked about and suggested. Did you want me to do, like, one more run-through for balance checking before before you did a release? Again, if not, and you're just ready to do it, I totally get it, but, like, if it's up to you. If you're wanting, like, another playtest for the sake of final testing. Okay. You're more than welcome to ask literally whenever whenever you're ready for it. I will make time. Fun little thing here for anyone. Again, when I mentioned earlier, you cannot get Ultra Hammer in Hero Mode. This is why. You just get the regular hammer again. There's nothing I can do with Koops right now, so we're just gonna go back to Chapter 1 and keep making progress. Oh, no, there's one item I wanted. I wanted one thing. Do I still have an Ice Storm? No, I'm gonna go get an Ice Storm. I always do the same thing in Hero Mode. I always grab the trade-off from the sewers and use it on the red bones, or whatever it is in here, I forget. Dark Bones fight, because it's easy extra XP with the it is easy extra XP with Ice Storm and my brain is having a hard time saying words. Ice Storm plus like and you know what I mean. My brain just forgot how to do words. Yeah, I'm excited to see like how your shops like because I don't know how many of the items that you're putting in like or you're working on are gonna actually make it into your demo, but I am just excited to I'm just excited to see how they turn out. You know, I think it's gonna be really cool. Again, I'm just gonna use like just to save the time. You know, I'm not gonna sit here and make everyone watch like me do glitches, so I'll walk through walls. But, you know, normally, like, you can get over here. We've already established it. Oh, so you plan on having a nice chunky roster of items, at least. I very much vibe with that, because I think it's fun. Okay. Grab you, trade off. Grab you. Oh! Well, you know what? It's a good thing that Ice Storm is right there, because I forgot to grab one from the shop like an idiot. So, I don't gotta go back anymore. Heck yeah. We're gonna... There we go. Save time. Let's see, it's 11:30. I'm probably gonna at least go for another hour. I do fully intend on beating Chapter 1, again, like I did last night. I really hope that the stream actually saves this time, because it'd be a tragedy if it didn't. But I want to, you know, because tonight will be Chapter 1 at least, maybe parts of Chapter 2, depending on how long it takes. Tomorrow night will be parts of Chapter 2, you know, and finishing it at least. And again, depending on how far we get, we might start the shenanigan stuff that comes after. Because obviously, again, like English is hard. Like I've mentioned, right now, like, it's just like the normal hero mode stuff. We're not, like, other than some of the small glitches that you guys have seen, like, nothing crazy's happened yet. It's basically what I need is the spin jump. You know, I need super boots before I can actually start doing glitches. Well, and paper mode, but we're about to do that. But I'm gonna just beat Chapter 2 because I need Blimp Ticket anyways to be able to do what I want to do. So up until Chapter 2 is done, things will be playing out like hero mode normally will. Again, except for I'm gonna show off some of the glitches along the way. Oh, it's Pow Walk. I don't know if this is actually helpful at all. No, okay. Another, it's a small redesign, but I vibe with the castle redesign. Okay. New star piece. Now, normally, you are supposed to, like, because I'm sure everyone's seen it, like, you're supposed to hit that block and do the puzzle and go hit it back. Actually, for the sake of this puzzle, I'm going to. Just because it makes it easier to get to the item on the other side, but... You can, like, if you stand on the edge of this bridge and do a plane mode just right, you can basically plane mode around it and skip the red block entirely. Or, like, skip moving it. It's a little quality of life thing. Oh, one thing I do need to do. I'm glad I remembered. Bam. Yeah, bam. Bam. There we go. Get Heart and Flower Finder back on, because that's going to make... Just going to make all of this a lot faster if I don't have to run back and heal every 2 seconds. Oh, another thing, too. You know, I know people know about it, but I love that every area kind of has its own battle music. It just kind of adds it adds that something real nice. Like, obviously, you know, it's one of those things where because the title log is broken, even though these Gloombas are like a different Gloomba type, because they still use up, you know, like the same ID, the Tattle treats them as like the same enemy. So, but I think they do have their own actual Tattle text. I don't know. I know Reed had to go through a crazy thing to get the Tattle log to work. I don't actually. Has he even said if he fixed it yet or not? Like, do we know if the Tattle log is fixed in Shadow of Power? I think he said he did. Well, either way, I know it was like an absolute hassle to do, was the point I was gonna make. That is very convenient. Thank you for getting rid of him. Oh, but yeah, you can actually even tell here, because now this guy's wingless, it's gonna treat him like a hyper... I think it's a Hyper Goomba now? Yeah, like, Twilight Trail, it breaks. Poor Tattlelog trying so hard. I definitely get one more level up in here, maybe two if it plays out right. I really vibe with the Hooktail Castle music too. Second intended usage of plane mode, like, anywhere. Oh, it's pretty lucky. You know what? I'm gonna talk about this really quick. Here, I'm gonna turn my stream audio up really high for just a minute, and, you know, like, I'm gonna not talk too much. I just want everyone to listen. You know, you can hear like, you know, like the kind of the sound of Mario running and stuff, but listen. You can hear the sound of the block go up. Now, if you remember, this is one of those things where that block is actually through a different loading zone, so it shouldn't be making noise. Reed did something really fun here. I'm going to try to show it off if I can. That did not work as intended. Hang on. Can I... I fell. Hang on a minute. So my walk through walls is not a very stable code, like, at all. Okay, perfect. Here, let me save state 5. Let me free cam over. So what Reed did to make this work, inside this room, out of bounds, he put a second block here with a block underneath it. That's to mimic the sound effect of the block getting hit and falling, like, in the room beside you. It is such a crazy small attention to detail that, like, I remember when I first heard it, I didn't realize what he did to make that work. But, I mean, I don't know. If that's not impressive, I don't know what is. It's like a clever way to take advantage of the way the game works. And I believe this is where I get Knock Bash. And I will be using this thing exactly once. Another Ether Flat. Oh, inventory's full. That's fine. If I recall, the idea for this thing, or this strategy, you want to, like, knock bash this guy into the Chomp and defeat them over 2 turns. Because the Goomba, or the bulky bomb is not as big of a problem. Let's see. Yeah, 5 and 2, so a second knock bash does the job. And then from there we just finish the Goomba, because since Goombella pierces defense, she's got it. She'll defeat him long before he ever gets to go off, making it free. I don't know if Mario does one like this. No, he does not. But it doesn't matter. Just got nice. What do you have in CGM? Oh yeah, that actually reminds me, I'm glad you said something. I haven't eaten dinner yet either, so I need to make sure when I get off... Nice! Whenever I get off, I need to make sure, like, I leave myself enough time to make dinner before I go to bed. Because... Oh, wait, no, I'm an idiot. I ate before I got home. I forgot. Nope, I'm good. I will not starve. It is okay. Listen, I know you may be making fun of me saying, oh, he forgot he ate tonight. What an idiot. My job makes me so tired. And it's not even like it's a hard job. It's just, when you're at work for 9 hours a day, 5 days a week, time kind of bleeds together and you just kind of forget, like, what was the last, what was the last thing I did? Have I eaten today? Am I okay? No. The answer is no. No, but really, my job's not bad. I don't mind it. Gotta get this guy. Come on. Have you hydrated? I intend on doing so shortly. And by that I mean I'll do it as soon as I tattle, because thank you for reminding me. I know a lot of people do, like, the bit cheer thing, where it's like, oh, hey, you cheer bits, hydrate. I don't know. I don't want to do stuff like that, because it's like, I don't really care about the bits and I don't know. It's just like, we're here to have fun. So I appreciate you guys, like, reminding me to drink something every now and then, because it helps. This fight, again, normally this fight would, like, with, the items you have access to, would be kind of something. However, I'm gonna make it kind of nothing. I got hit by a brick. Yeah, so we're gonna just pop the trade-off, and now everything's worth more star points. And then we just kind of, we hit the I win button. And then there's, like, optional, like, you want to do a little bit more. Get that brick out of here, dude. I don't want it. And there we go. Win before I ever take damage. And you walk away with 60 star points, which, really helps with that level up. Because I'll be doing FP one more time, and then from here, I'm going to be leveling up BP a lot. Because 1510 is really, it's really enough to do a lot. And again, with already being at 41, like, I'll level up again once, maybe even twice? We'll see. Okay, nothing too crazy. Get rid of this dude, probably. I don't feel like getting bonked. Okay, you know what? I knock on Knock Bash a lot, calling it mid. It actually kind of sweeps Castle. I'm sitting here looking at this. Like, look at that. And now Goombella wipes the next guy. And if you have Flower Finder, I'm just gonna have almost full FP. Like, I'll at least, like, I think I'm guaranteed one drop. And statistically, I'm gonna get a few, right? Okay, well, I got one. That's what I get for opening my big mouth. What? I think I disagree, but okay, TTYD, whatever you say. I didn't use Knock Bash like I wanted. Whoops. Oh wait, yes I did. Oh, I can't Knock Bash Chain Chomp, that's right. Never mind, that makes sense. Well. It's okay. Didn't need Knock Bash. Since there's like, you know, the I don't know, my brain wants there to be a block here for symmetry. I don't know what it is. It just, I see this and I go, ah, yes, block. But no. Mario, why did you turn around? Why would you do this to me? There we go. It's that time of year, especially at my job, because, like, I'm, you know, working with... Oh, man, I missed. I work with the public a lot. Like, you know, like, I say a lot, it's literally what my job. So, I have to worry about, like, when other people get sick and stuff, and a lot of my coworkers are starting to get sick, and I'm really hoping I don't get anything. Because, oh, man, just no, don't want it. But... we'll see how it ends up going. I don't know what it's like, obviously, know what it's like for any of you guys, but for us, where I'm at right now, it's been like, we kind of hit a bit of a cold spell. And by a bit, I mean there was one day where the real feel was -6. So, but then again, like, tomorrow we're expecting 40 degrees, and then Thursday 50. So we're kind of in that weird fluctuating period right now. Where the temperatures can't seem to make up their mind. And, you know, like, that constant back and forth is getting people sick. No, you gotta be careful. Did I? Okay, I did get it. I was about to say, hang on a second. Close to paper mode. Like I said, there's a bunch of stuff I can do once I get paper mode, but I'm not gonna, like, go back and show it off now. because I want to get through Chapter 1 for sure. You know, I want to kind of like make progression and then glitch showcasing kind of be a back and forth, just to make sure we're, you know, not doing too much of one thing. So we'll end up, we'll end up like seeing more shenanigans before too long. Trust. Okay, let's just get rid of the big guy here because he's scary. Oh, are you kidding me? Can I hold that? I can! Ooh. That's so tempting to use right now, but I know I shouldn't. Because I don't think there's any, like, I don't even think I can hit him with this. Yeah, I was gonna say, he's unpierceable, full stop. So, that's fine. Get out here. Next turn, he's taken care of. Why are you like this? Fine, I'll sweet treat. Yeah. Hero mode sweet treat is definitely a lot more to get used to. I almost argue it's better than vanilla once you get good at it. It's just, you know, I am currently not that. Been a while since I've actually, like, played through this just normally. Oh, and Bomb Pound. Yes, I am so happy I'm getting my hands on you. Is my inventory full? Oh, it's there. I think I take damage over Mr. Mini. Sorry, dude. Did I do this? Okay, okay, yes, I did do it right. Good. Had to, like, take a quick check to make sure I'd actually put all the blocks back in place. And again, for anyone who's, like, hasn't actually played before, each of the different colored blocks that are out there, the red at the entrance, the purple at the, in the yellow in that same room, like that are a little bit further back. If any of those aren't in their default position, that room becomes impossible. So it's a puzzle of, you know, getting through without without having anything changed. So you have to make sure to put them all back in place. And like the note on the fake Hoops' dad skeleton kind of hints at it. And thus, I've unlocked the second tool needed to break the game wide open. Paper mode. Again, right now, not a whole lot I'm going to be doing with it. But these two tools, like plain mode and paper mode, give us access to basically everything. And then there's one more thing I need that that when I have it will work in tandem with those other two things to basically just it's a 3-hit wombo combo of wow, everything in this game is ridiculous. Alright. Make a quick backtrack. I really vibe with the Hooktail Castle music. It's kind of got just that catchy something to it. And bam. Secret star piece. Alrighty. Working our way up, slowly but surely. Although at this point, there's not like a whole lot of the castle left. Oh yeah, I forgot about this game here. I know Giddy Typhoon's a little higher up, but I can't wait for it. Oh, the hot sauce. Man, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna use the hot sauce. Like, the +1/+1, I just don't get the need for. I don't know. Don't know what to say. Is the star piece still back here in this? I don't actually remember. Or is this like the one that Reed hid down below? I don't remember anymore. Yeah. Normally you'd follow that trail of coins down to get the star piece that was on top of those blocks, but as you saw earlier, I planned mode to grab it, so save a little bit of time. You know, it saves a cycle of backtracking. I think Koops does it. Yes, he does. Okay, perfect. Yeah, get rid of the chain chomp, and that lowers enemies there are. And then from there, we just ruin this guy's day. I'm thinking ahead a little bit, because I want to make sure that as we go forward, I don't miss anything that I want to show. Because, like, obviously there's going to be some niche glitches that have, like, you know, oh, it's, like, fun to look at or whatever, but don't really do anything else. I'm not as, like, super worried about showing those off. I wasn't on the block. Real cool. Okay, hang on. Let me clutch up for a minute. I gotta hit this. Well, I have got it. It's gonna be right here-ish. There we go. Perfect. But I'm just trying to make sure I keep in mind all the stuff I want to show off. Because, I mean, there really is just a lot. I know Hero and CGM have been, like, you know, the amount of time, like, we've spent in the Discord just trying to break this game open. I know you guys have seen a lot. Like, only 2 things showcases. Well, yeah, definitely, but it's one of those things where, like, obviously, as of right now, there's not a whole lot to, there hasn't been a whole lot to show off. If you don't like Willow, because I'm assuming you're from the Discord too, because I don't think anyone's just gonna randomly stumble across like my stream at this point. What's your username in the Discord? Just so I know who I'm talking to. You're Willow there? Now let me pull up the. Okay, yeah, I see you there. Okay, nope, that tracks. Ooh. Save that for later. I don't... I don't really need the Fire Flower anymore. But yeah, no, again, a lot of the stuff that you've seen right now isn't gonna be, like, super crazy yet, because just with this, like, or, just with Plane Mode alone, there's not a whole lot to see, but Paper Mode and eventually a certain other item is where things just get silly. Oh yeah, there's new enemies here. That's fine. Damn. Actually, give me a second. I want the badge in this room. I'm not gonna deal with these guys without it. Let me go grab. Give. Get Knockbash out of here. Sorry, Piercing Throw, but you have been dethroned by Giddy Typhoon. Well, I missed. You will say, besides one, you said there were like 2 things that were new. What hadn't you seen yet? Just out of curiosity, because I'm curious, like, what was new to you. Yeah, what out of what we've seen here, or what I've done, have you not seen? Passing the block by the pillar. Okay. Yeah, it's just like a second method, and since it gets you, Mega Rush, like, you know, by getting up there, it's a nice little bonus. Let's see. I kind of regret. Yeah, it is. It's technically Chapter 2 in Hero Mode because the contact lenses are in Chapter 2 shop now. But yeah, like, before the demo ends, you can 100% get to West Side. It's just getting there early. It's kind of fun. Oh, I did forget to show off something in Petalburg, but that's fine. The badge that's right by the mayor's house can be gotten, like, right now, actually. With some shenanigans. I'll show it off end of chapter just so it can be seen, but we're gonna put poops on here. Oh, I tried to hit A fast enough. I didn't know. Oh, I just love Giddy Typhoon so much. This thing is ridiculous. Yeah, if there is another way to do it, I'm not familiar with it, but I totally believe that there was. you know, again, paper and plane mode together are silly. Okay, next battle probably levels me up. Ooh. Some decent heals at least. I'm sure most people already know about this too, but just to show it off, because I want the items, but if you plane mode under here, you can clip inside the block and get to the door. It's just a quick shortcut, but I want the star piece up there, so I'm not going to do that. And I don't think there's anything to the left, but I'll check, because I never know what reeds put where. Oh, the red block you have to move. Yeah, actually, there is, in fact, a thing there. Oh, and I also, I guess I forgot to check one other thing, too, so I'll go back and grab it really quick, because it won't take but a second. I didn't go back and grab the item on the little... Oh, the cracked one. Oh. If you found a way to get past the cracked one, then I do not know about that. That is new information to me. I still don't care about the mini Mr. Mini. I'm sorry. Yeah, but that cracked pillar, I do not know about getting past it. I mean, if you have, like, if that's something, if you're ever able to replicate it, that'd be cool. Obviously, you know, since we can do it in prologue with plan mode alone, it doesn't do a whole lot, but just the fact that it is another option makes it cool, you know, like, in and of itself. It doesn't matter how useful something is, if it's cool. No, I've always, like, I incentivize literally anybody, like, hey, if you know of any weird tech with this game and, like, have something that, like, you've discovered, like, I'd love to hear about it, like, especially with hero mode, because it's, I don't know, even if some things will be changing with Shadow of Power, I still like, I don't know, it's one of those things where I still think there will be a lot of, like, options and opportunities. It's just going to be one of those things where finding new glitches will take a bit more effort than it used to. Alrighty. Okay, so next battle levels me up. And then that'll be one more BP level up, and then we'll be good. Okay. Then you got banger theme out here. No, I love the fact that it's like the overworld and battle themes simultaneously. That was a very weird angle for him. Come on. Oh, you're gonna charge. Cool. Welcome back, hero. That's totally valid. I have a question. Is the other one the pit boss theme? Or is one of them the pit boss theme, I guess, I should say. Because the theme of the pit boss is actually fire. Doesn't matter that it's a remix, it's a fire remix. Okay. Yeah, it's so good. I'll just equip all these. I'll worry about the boss loadout or boss setup afterwards. I don't care about the PAL block. Yeah, no, TTYD. Okay, I was gonna say, please don't crash. That was a very long time to load that battle. It was silly. Oh, jeez. Here, I'm gonna minimize the damage I take. Let's just wipe out most of these guys. But yeah, no, the pit boss theme is fire. The actual, like, Sunshine blooper theme remix is fire. I'm trying to think. I mean, all of, like, Puny Jazz is fire. Like, I love all the music so much, and I'm really, really excited to see how, because I'm curious how much of it's going to be different in the new demo whenever that happens. Again, I'll definitely show off the pit boss strategy at some point. Because even if it's cheesy, I think it's fun. Okay, grab this. Alright. I don't remember exactly how this works, so hang on. Where can I stand? Okay, not here. So I can't go up to the block yet. That's fine. So for anyone who hasn't seen before, I guess let me show first. Let me make a couple save states. There's a little custom, like, battle here where, you know, dudes come out of the door and, like, oh, it's a fight, right? But hang on. I gotta sweet spot it. No. Where was it? 5? Nope. 4, 3, 6. No, 6. Come on, hang on. Well, now it's gonna be difficult. Like, now it's not gonna let me do it. Yeah, let me make a save state here so it's easier. Okay, you know what? I'm convinced I'm just being bad, but this is, like, you can get up here. Okay. I can't replicate it. I don't know if I'm just being bad, but you can get into that door. Like, you can find a sweet spot there and basically skip this battle. Again, I'm just being bad and can't find it, and I don't want to sit here and wait forever to test it. Okay, can we talk about the fact that I rolled 2 badges in this fight? Hang on a minute. I'm very curious how Happy Heart P works with an enemy. Like with you know, they have multiple allies. Like, does this pick one and heal it? What does it do? I actually don't know the answer. Heal solo? Okay. Yeah, imagine if that would heal all of his like all of his friends' health. That would be insane. That'd make this fight a lot scarier. Yeah, it's a shame P badges don't work on enemies. Or rather, like, don't... You know what I'm trying to say. Ow. I do appreciate that he drops his star points even when he hits you, so it's at least like, okay, I didn't get gypped out of some SP. Okay, Goombella, you're gonna be Koops for a minute because I don't want to see you die. Ow! Oh. Okay, we're gonna get rid of you because I'm tired of getting Ouch. And then heal. That's fine. That's all I need. Because now... I didn't realize that that didn't kill him. That's actually kind of funny. I've actually got to be a little bit careful. Like, I'm not gonna die, but I can't let the cannon fire again because I run the risk of... I can't let the bullet bill actually try to hit because it's just gonna be unfortunate. But then he's gonna make 2, and it's gonna be unfortunate. Okay, interesting question time. Does this work? The answer is no. I gotta get rid of it again, hang on. Alright. Okay. We'll do this in Sweet Treat. I don't know, I thought it'd be interesting to test. I know most, like, enemies that are floating don't get knocked back, but I figured maybe there's an exception. There we go. It's a shame FP is the thing I need the least of, but that's fine. Alright, cool. Fight's over. Oh, and then the Spring of Convenience. I love this. I'm sure most people, again, who've played here, like, you know, we all already know about it, but just the fact that you don't have to walk to the top of the castle anymore makes this a million times better than vanilla could ever hope to be. Okay, so badge loadout time. So, hang on, let me, in pretty much every case, Bomb Pound is just going to be my best bet when it comes to getting, you know, beating her. I could do a P up, D down strat, and then maybe give my partner, like, happy, well, it's only 1 HP a turn, but, actually, do I even have the 3, no, I don't have the BP for that, never mind. I don't know. Realistically, what I'm wearing right now is all I need. Bomb Pound wins this fight. So anything else I equip is just kind of like for show. Oh no, I guess like I'll do Piercing Throw because I think she has like a defense thing she can do. And then from there it's like, I don't know, do I want to give Mario more HP? Or do I want to give him a dodge chance? You don't really need a lot for this fight. It's not, at least if my memory is right, it's not too bad. I will make a couple of these, though, save states, just in case things get icky. But I think we're fine. I think it's good. Alright, gonna grab a drink really quick while I let this cutscene play out. Ooh, my foot will numb from sitting down too long. I will say, an interesting thing to take note of. Yes, this is Gloomtail. Gloomtail's head things are colored wrong, though. I don't know if that's deliberate or not, but in the Chapter 8 Gloomtail battle, they're red. Like the yellow things on that, like the, whatever you want to call those. Like, horns? They're normally red. Not sure what the, like, if it, like, it might have just been a design choice. And I mean, don't get me wrong, it looks good, but it was just interesting to note. It's difficult to change those? Interesting. Yeah, I know this fight is... Bonus time to you. Fire. Yeah. Alright. You mean like when you played this, you had the tattle not show up for you? That'd be really interesting if so. There we go. Again, I'm sure there's who knows how many glitches when it comes to this fight. Yeah, like I said, I'm not super worried about this fight. It's... Don't get me wrong, like, seeing 80 health on Chapter 1 boss might make you go, oh my gosh, but... No. I do 6 damage a turn with Mario, 2 with Goombella, and a burn. This fight's over in, like, 10 turns. Well, I guess, no, okay, I have to heal a little bit, and obviously, you know, he, you know, because it's Gloomtail now, has the heal phase, but... Still, it doesn't particularly matter. Did all my poison shrooms wait till the end there? They did. They were almost the last 3. It was the last one, last 2, and then the 4th the last. It's really interesting. Let's see. Oh, well, okay. That wasn't even deliberate. I won't even pretend I can time bingos. I can't. I'm not good at it. But I'll take the free heal. Why not? I will say, like, I think I'm pretty, because I know the fire is a poison fire, so obviously, you know, it's poison. I forget if the stomp inflicts slow, but other than, like, a status difference, they are, their damage is identical, because they both do 2 when I guard. Aw. That's fine. I could have Ether Flowered to make that not happen, but that's fine. Oh, yeah, I forgot that there was, you know, +1 attack, too. Maybe I could have waited a turn for this. Oh, well. So, oh no, 4 damage. Oh, Okay, that was disrespectful. Hits me with a text box and just mounch. Did you see how fast that was? Yeah, like, I could be attacking with Mario and just using regular like the regular hammer to get, like, minimal damage, but come on, the Bomb Pound is just gonna be so much faster. Let's see. Really? Okay, then I guess I'm not gonna waste the Bomb Pound this way. I'll hit you with the ol'... Well, that's 3 damage, like, for 2 FP compared to 6 for 3. I'm just gonna hammer. It's fine. I'll wait till he uses the defense and gets rid of it. Stop it with the fast bite. No one likes you for that. Okay. And then the burn takes you out. Oh, and you charge. Thank you for not damaging me. Oh, I love this, though. This little, like, this... It's super simple, you know. It's basically what the vanilla fight does, too, except it makes you think it's over. Kind of a little tease. Okay. And here's usually where I use an item or two, just to kind of, like, get the fight over with. In this case, I'm going to heal Doombella. And just kind of unload on damage where I can. My only real concern ever in this, like, at this point is just the fact that since you don't have any more audience, it's like, okay, you know, no more star power, so what I get's what I get. But, again, it's not too bad. Okay. 5 is enough, that's good. This fight's over. Weak Mega Breath. In this, like, does the weak... You said... Hang on. Does the... Oh. Sorry, I would have checked if it, like, if I'd caught it before the fight was over. But... The poison burn combo kills here, so it's over. Oh, 50! Oh, cool, I actually get a level up. I get to go into the little bonus fight unscathed. Give me that BP. Alright. And now we get to just do some side stuff for just a minute. Yeah. Well, I don't know what any of the status effects are in that fight, because the only guards I failed were the bite. Everything else I dodged, so I don't actually remember what all gets inflicted there. Obviously, you know, getting art attack here, you know, change from vanilla. It's a change I like. I don't know. I just think... I mean, let's be real. Most of the star powers are just insane in vanilla. Like, But I don't know, having like Art Attack with only 2 damage to start, it's nice. A thing to note, Mario gets 1 like regular defense from getting that Crystal Star. No elemental defense though, but he gets a defense, which is an interesting change from vanilla where the Crystal Stars actually buff him in more ways than just unlocking a new power. Again, another small change, but interesting. Oh boy. Let's see. I'm glad that Hero Mode does the thing where, like, the interludes swap back and forth. So, like, since there's no Bowser interlude here at Chapter 1 anymore, it just doesn't take as long to get back to Mario. And even then, like, with the whole Peach, you know, imaginary fight thing as Mario, you get that, you get something to actually do here to make it less boring. It helps a lot, because, I mean, I'd be lying if I said the Peach and Bowser sections weren't some of the more boring parts of vanilla TTYD. They're the parts you play through to get back to Mario. If you ask me, at least. I don't remember what version of Hero Mode it was, but do you remember when both Beldum and Marilyn were the darker color, and then Vivian was the only one who looked different? So it made it like, I don't know. It was kind of weird where it was like you had the 2 who were like the same, and then the 1 who was different. At least with all them being different, it kind of like, I don't know. It was just something I remember. You don't? Maybe it was just a screenshot thing before. Like maybe I'm just remembering a screenshot then before it was released. But I remember there was a point when Beldum and Marilyn, at least I could swear they shared the same color. They were both like that darkish, like that black kind of faded color. Oh, and then there's this. I like this. Yo, no way. Got an earthquake throw in a dream sequence? I missed! And you took my hammer! Alright, Bowser. Time to stop existing now, thanks. Yeah, I couldn't get... Go away, Bowser. I don't even know how much health he has. I do not remember. So, well, I gotta think. Post Chapter 1, what do I need to really show off? There's not a whole lot. Because, yeah, I have, like, paper mode now, so I can go wherever I want. But on its own, it's not gonna do anything, because I'm not in a position to use it yet. Yeah, I think I'm mostly just gonna be going, like, moving into Chapter 2 and starting on it. Because there's not a whole lot I can do right now. Because, again, I have to get to Blimp Ticket before I can show off the skips I want to do. Because without Blimp Ticket, yeah, there's just nothing to do. I get stuck anyway. I'm gonna get another drink really quick. I think that'll help. Hang on. Oh, there we go. I feel alive again. Okay, oh, there is one thing I do get to show off, though. Hang on a second. As soon as my controller turns back on. More trivia, yeah. Well, it's just because, like, Hero Mode has so much trivia that's, like... I don't know, it's one of those things where as we, like, keep going and thinking about him, that's why, like, Hero, I am very appreciative that, like, you and CGM and, like, Bumble, and I know Willow, you're hanging out too, like, all of you guys who know about Hero Mode are kind of here to help, like, it gives me someone to bounce off of who also knows stuff, so I'm not just sitting here trying to rack my brain alone. We've got a, you know, a group of people who kind of know what we're talking about here. There's a lot of enemies like aren't Koopas like that too? When they're flipped, they also get more or their resistances get like less resistant. But yeah, really quick, just so I can show it off for anyone who doesn't know. Obviously, yes, I have paper mode now, but I did bring up you can get this right now, like this second without or like you can get this without paper mode, and I'm gonna show you how. I think. It's I forget if it's outside or inside. It's gonna take me a second to find out. I don't remember if I did this from out here or inside. So we're about to see. I think it was inside. Okay, it was inside. Where did I do this at? Right there. Okay. Hang on. Let me hit that one. I fell. Interesting. Did I do it from up here? Now I gotta remember where I did this from to make this actually work. Did I do it from this corner? Yeah, sorry, this will take me just a second because I gotta... Oh. Okay, here. A second. Let me find the sweet spot here. And I need to get, like, underneath the house. Where can I... I think I flubbed it when I jumped up. Hang on a second. Or wait, can I do it from right here? Okay, yeah, no, I need to go back in and out. Hang on. Yeah. I had the right idea, but when I jumped up, I messed it up. Yeah, because I want to be... Oh man, I did it again. Hang on. I need to get back under the floor like I was before, but still be... Hang on. Come on, Mario, you can do it. And then I fell. Thanks, Mario. You're real helpful. Hang on. Okay, I can fall here. You need to get under here. Okay, yeah, this is what it was. And then, if you find... There. You just gotta find where it's at, jump up, and then you got it. The only thing you need is paper mode, or sorry, plane mode. So that's a power rush you can get early. So power rush and mega rush, you can get a +4 power overall. Again, it's not a crazy big thing, but it's another small little skip. It just, again, it's been such a long time since I've done that one, I actually forgot, like, as you could tell, I forgot where to do it at. Okay, hang on a second. I've got the earthquake, gradual, HP ooze. I've been saving these ether flowers for a reason. Probably not going to use the gradual. I did not. Thank you for reminding me. Probably not going to use the star cookie right now. I will take an ice storm as insurance and an ether flower. Yeah, again, for anyone who hasn't played Hero Mode, once you clear the chapters, because I know we saw some of them black blocks around. Those are like curse blocks, and they disappear on chapter end. They're basically kind of how, you know, Reed's gonna hide, or it looks like at least how Reed, like, it hides some stuff, so it's like, oh, remember this is here, and you can go back after the fact and grab a cool thing. There's a few more of those, like, kind of items up ahead. I'm gonna switch to Goombella really quick. I'm actually gonna work on my badge loadout. Give me a second. Oh. I mean, other than having more BP, I guess I'll grab Slow Stomp for the heck of it. Sure. This fight will be pretty quick anyway. Goombella won't die, I say confidently. Okay. I don't know how many star pieces I have now, so let's see. 11. Okay, so I'll probably be able to get another badge from Dazzle if I want. Oh, there's another ether flower. I forgot about that. Inventory's full though. Then you have a gradual shroom. No, it's the slowest shroom. It's the gradual shroom and honey syrup, or gradual syrup mixed into one, and then a courage shell. But we don't worry about those. Except maybe the ether flower. I might come back for that. Alrighty. And unfortunately, you don't even get the chance to move. I've tried seeing if there's like a frame 1 input there to maybe be able to jump or move or do some shenanigans. There's not. This cutscene triggers like instantly. But fire theme. I don't know. Yeah, you hear this theme kick up and you realize this blooper is here to kick ass. And I love it. Electricity, yep. Your money is the best friend. Rain, yep. Contact signals, electricity, yep. One more thing. I wish I had been a little bit faster. I almost just got another earthquake. Did you see that? If I had just chucked this or used this a bit faster. Aww. Oh, I froze him too. Awesome. Well, I guess I'll start wailing away on this dude. I missed. Although I don't think that matters. Ouch. Okay. Put Mario in front for a minute. Get rid of that dude. Okay. I'm gonna try to time this so that I defeat him, like right after a Sweet Treat heal, because since Gabella has the stat down, I want to be careful here. Ouch. Okay. Just because this guy can actually roll you if you're not careful. I remember when V3 was out and we didn't have Chapter 2 yet. I don't know, this guy to me was probably the hardest fight, just because, again, he can hurt you quick. Now, I would normally take down the tentacle now, but the thing is, if I do that, then what ends up happening is he basically, one of his down turns gets skipped, I'm pretty sure, because he comes down then immediately, like, a turn passes. So I'm gonna wait till next turn so I can at least get an attack in. Oh, and it hit Goom anyway, that's fine. Okay. Do that. Knock him down. Get nothing out of this. That's fine. And now, I'm sure as we remember, this guy has an item in the back. Oh, thank you. And I need to allergic him now. Perfect. Yeah, that's fine. And now, we're gonna give Goombella the juice, and so yeah, normally he'd pop a Mega Shroom and get huge, because basically what I just did to Goombella, +3 attack, +3 defense, and since he gets 2 turns, you'd have to eat that. And oh boy, it's rough. I'm not even gonna act like it's not terrifying. But if you allergic him with an Ether Flower, you kinda, well, stop the whole scary part of the fight from happening. Yeah, so do I. I really do. I think the double hit, like, the double hit ink attack, that gets weaker, but it also gets weaker on its second use. Like, it's not just it gets, like, it's not just, like, 4-3, but then, like, 2-1 on the second hit. So it's one of those things where it gets progressively weaker all the way up until you have the moment where you realize, again, oh, he can use a Mega Shroom and ruin your day, your week. It's terrifying. Alrighty. Dazzle, what have you got? Am I buying from you now? I won't be using this. Yeah, so Hero, just so you can see, Star Shift not implemented. So, SP Plus also not implemented. So basically, and again, I don't really care about Lucky Day. Oh yeah, here's another little funny glitch. If you notice, these don't have text, like, C downs for text box. So if I C down here and then go up, I just get nothing. Just a silly little thing. I could feeling fine. I don't really know if I'm going to need Spike Shield. I'll feeling fine. It's, well, fine. And then we'll save. Let's run down to the door. Yeah, I'll work my way into Chapter 2 a little bit before I go to bed. I'll probably end up giving it like another 20 or so minutes. Give or take. But I think, you know, I think this is like pretty good progress for our first night. Again, I know, other than showing off some miscellaneous glitches and stuff, I haven't done a whole lot yet. Oh, actually, hang on. I can show this off really quick. I'm going to make save states just in case I goof up. So, as everyone knows, you know, once you have paper mode, you can come in here early. But in vanilla, you can't do anything, right? Like, there's nothing you can do. Because, like, oh, you can't get anywhere. Well, let me show y'all something fun. I gotta be, like, super precise on this. This will take me a couple tries to get the optimal playing mode. Never mind. I'm goated. So, but here's the thing. Okay, cool. I got Silver Smash. What now? You know the thing that flips the walls to make them invisible? Since the devs never thought you'd get up here, this wall is just not solid. Which means, here, I'm gonna make a 9 really quick just to show. You can't go back through, but then, through here. However, guess what? One way. This one doesn't let you out. Because this game is silly. But yeah, you can technically go to Chapter 2 right now. Like, just right now. And because I'm pretty sure you can update your sequence in there. Once you update your sequence, I'm pretty sure this flips. So it's not like you're stuck. So yeah, if I just want to skip the 1,000-year door cutscene, I can just go. I don't have to. I don't have to do it. And this game is silly. I forget if there's anything up here in hero mode. Hang on a second. That's not the right way, Mario. Okay, can we talk about how cool the 1,000-year door theme is too, by the way, in hero mode? Oh, I get to talk about one more thing. Does everyone remember right before Chapter 1, when I flew my way over to the background house in the blooper room and got the star piece and the boo sheet and said, remember that block? This block and that block are tied together, like, somehow. Again, it's a coding shenanigans thing. But functionally, when you hit one in one room, the other one also gets hit. So it's, in an ironic kind of way, it's a quantum block, where it's like you hit one, you hit the other. It wasn't intentional, obviously. But yeah, no, you can, like, so, but it works too. Like, if I didn't get that other one, if I came here and hammered this spot, I'd get the boo sheet from this room instead. You can only get the one, you know, like, it's not like I can go to the other one and hit it, you know, but it's just a little shenanigans. But, Hero, you said it's possible with a clip in vanilla to get over there, like, early? Like, in the Chapter 2 area, you mean? I didn't know that. That's really cool. I don't know. I think like how many vanilla glitches there are is just really interesting because there's so much stuff. Again, this game is held together by duct tape and glue. Like, it really is just an absolute mess. But don't I love it for it. I love every little bit of it. Yeah, you will notice, you know, all the crystal stars are out of order. In hero mode, we get them in various different orders. Okay. Oh boy, I cannot wait until we get to, like, post-chapter 2, because then I get to start showing off some fun stuff. Alright, I need to go get something very important for this strategy really quick. An item that is literally indispensable for the setup I plan on doing. Unfortunately, it won't be coming in handy until, like, a while. Like, a good while from now. But I need it. For anyone who was there the night that the stream was done, you'll know exactly why I need it. But this goofy thing right here. It's just a little badge, you know, pulls up, you know, it gives you a skin menu. You can even take off Mario's hat. This right here, HP Drain P. Okay, I'll take your word for it. But yeah, a Mario emblem single-handedly tore this game apart. Well, okay, no, it's not single-handedly. That's not fair. There were many hands in tearing this game apart. But what do you have? Oh yeah, I forgot you sell the Shine Sprite. Unfortunately, don't have a whole lot of money right now. I could sell some badges, but I get money in Flurry's house. So by the end of chapter 2, I'll be stacked cash-wise. I am gonna show off another small glitch really quick, just because it's, again, fun. I'll do it right here. Okay, so here is the first instance of shenanigans. Like, real shenanigans. This is where paper mode serves a purpose. So, I guess let's go over a couple small pieces of information here. One, you can plane mode anywhere. Yes, we already know this. Alright. We've got paper mode. Let's look at Mario really quick. You see how I'm up against the wall right now? Let me move Gumbel out of the way. You can see I'm up against the wall. I'm going to stop moving and hold the trigger. Now, if you pay attention, I'm able to move to the left a little bit. So again, on the wall, but I can get closer. I'm going to try to explain this process in a way that makes it make sense. So, what you do, you paper mode, you walk as close to a wall as you can. I'm gonna save state and do like some frame slowdowns just to show it off here. Here, I'll make a quick save state. So if I let go and pause, I didn't do a very good one there. Let me do a better one. Hang on. Let me do a 2 save state. Now let me back out. You'll notice Mario's inside the wall just ever so little bit. So now, what happens when I plane mode? Every wall, well, okay, not every wall, but many walls in the game just became a suggestion, not a rule. I can get inside of a lot of walls. There is some exceptions. There are so I'll explain this like this. There are 2 different types of walls that I've distinguished between, like, in my time messing around with this glitch. There are single-sided walls and double-sided walls. Single-sided walls are walls that only have collision on one side. I'll walk through walls really quick. You'll notice that I'm inside this wall. If I walk left, it lets me back out. That's because this wall is not actually, like, it doesn't have collision on both sides. Like, well, it does here, but then, like, so when I talk about a wall, I only mean, like, the one surface facing me here. Like, so this wall does not have interior collision, only exterior. A double-sided wall is a wall with collision on both sides. For some reason, the devs are occasionally, like, and by occasionally I mean 90% of the time they're lazy, and they did not make double-sided walls. Most walls are only have collision on this side, not this side. However, there are a handful of them that we found that are double-sided. The plane mode tech does not work on them as far as I know. If we found some other way to do it, or like if there's some way to plane mode through double-sided walls, I have yet to discover it. But as for any wall that doesn't have like collision, it's just a quick plane mode. Oh, hang on, actually, I want to try something really quick, because I want to see if I can get up here. Okay, I don't. But yeah, so for any wall that doesn't have collision on the interior, so again, I'll slow down just to show it off. Not that slow. We will create a save state. I'm up against the wall. Unhold the button. Like, unhold the trigger, and then you pause, and then immediately let go, and you have to press Y, like, really fast. In this case, I failed it, because I got pushed too far out. You can tell, because if Mario slides before he plane modes, you can tell you didn't hit it fast enough. Here we go. And now through the wall I go. And then from here, you just kind of got to wiggle your way out. It's not that hard. You just got to find a sweet spot. There we go. Bam. And again, pretty much any wall in a room is now a suggestion. There's other tricks as well that I can show off, but I don't know if any of them are particularly relevant yet. I'll show one off in, I think, Chapter 5. But yeah, I have access to damage dodge now, so I have a functionally one free defense. Most of the time. Some of the time. Damage dodge is weird. Okay. I'm trying to think. Is there anything else I need to grab right now? I don't think so. And with 8 star pieces, there's nothing from Dazzle that I wanted yet. I'll save up for a little bit. So, with the time I got left, I'll start into Chapter 2 at least. So, you know, I can say I made some good progress. And, like, Chapter 1 and 2, because they're, like, actual hero mode content, you know, I have to actually play the game and try. Once we get to, the stuff that's vanilla, it'll go by a lot faster. Yeah, Willow, I'd argue the block gap is the easier method anyway, because here, just to reiterate, whereas, like, with plane mode clipping and stuff, it's like, you gotta line it up and do a whole bunch of stuff and do it, like, frame perfect stuff. You walk here, just make sure you're in the center, tilt back, you are in the, like, perfect, like, you may need to, like, move left or right a bit. As far as, like, you know, the forward and away from camera position, you don't need to move at all. This will work as long as you do a good plane mode. So retries are very quick. It's just up here, bam, and then you can get through the block up there. It's just way more consistent. Alright, gonna grab a water again because I can feel my throat getting dry. Ah, I'm tripping over my controller cord. Alrighty. Let's see. I don't think there's anything else I can show off right now, so I'll keep going. And try to get as far as I can with what we got. I will say, I know, again, everyone here, or I'm at least assuming everyone who's actually here watching has played hero mode. So, we all know what Chapter 2 looks like, but gosh, man, Chapter 2 looks like it's so good. The kind of fall, like, orange color scheme just makes Chapter 2 look, I mean, I don't even know how to explain. It's amazing. And amazing is the only word I've got. Alrighty. Let me in the wall, buddy. Mountain Dew chapter. This would be more like, it's orange, so it'd be Mountain Dew Livewire chapter, technically. Oh, yeah, green water, you're right. Okay. You know what? I'll give it to you. That's fair. But, like, look at this. Like, I don't know, even the flowers when you jump being orange like this. And the little, like, fencing. Like, look at this. Like, just the orange, like, and it's like, I don't know. It's so pretty. I love it. I love Chapter 2 aesthetically. It's amazing. Let's see. I don't actually remember offhand. This is another one of those hammer every tree rooms because I just don't remember where everything is. So I just gotta... This is another one that bought, like, that coin up there is telling me to jump and there's nothing there. But it's like, Reed, why? Why'd you hide fake secrets? I'm sure, I don't know if you remember Hero, the thing Reed posted about guessing favorite Star Piece locations. The only one, like, of his that I wasn't at least mildly confident in was going to be the one that's at, like, whatever one is in Bogley Woods, because I don't remember what Star Pieces there even are in here. Other than, like, the standard stuff. So, as we go along here, I'm gonna try to make sure I actually find them all. So fast. And you charge. Wonderful. Alright. Alright, Goose. Jeez. Everyone needs to calm down for just a second, please. Now that's interesting. When Mario has is in danger or poisoned, but also has speed up, his panting his sound effect happens faster. That is such a silly thing that you would never see in the base game. Okay. I really feel like there's something else hidden in this room because of like the blocks and stuff over there. It just makes me think, am I missing something? I feel like I'm missing something. Also, Oopsie Daisy. I love it. I love the name. Although these guys should have totally had orange petals to match the theme of the the chapter. Am I off base here? I feel like that's a fantastic. Like, I feel like that'd be really cool. Don't you dare stay in that shell. Oh, I don't like you. Trolling me. Yeah, you know what, Goombella? Yes. Valid crash out. I absolutely. Yeah, no, that's totally fair. Like, I don't know, like, maybe the orange wouldn't work on them too well, but I think it'd look, I don't know, I think, at least in theory, it could look really nice. Okay, please hit something, thank you. 555 is fine. Come out of your shell, Mr. Spiky guy. Thank you very much. And... perfect. I need to, like, reset my stuff here. Because I don't really care about this anymore. I want my finder badges back. And I'm going to put on Knock Bash just for some extra damage potential. I don't know. My brain really, like, wants to think that because of the random, like, coin block in the middle of one of these, like, flower patches, that there's, or leaf pad, whatever, that there's going to be another one, but I don't know. I don't remember. Okay, 10, not too bad. And then slow something does the job. Alright, Coops. Please. Dizzy him. Dang it. I didn't realize Coops did so much damage at only one upgrade. Oh, bye, Coops. I was about to say my life stream, but I forgot life streams don't, like, by default, heal partners anymore. Which I honestly love as a change. Gold leaf there. I'll go ahead and take it. Why not? Never know. One of the better hidden items is the one that's in this room. Hang on. After I get out of the cutscene, we'll see. You have this dude. This one. Not there. And then there. Yeah, Hero, I get you. I'm not too far from it either. I'm gonna probably... honestly, I'm probably gonna back out of the tree, like the tree here. Then I'm probably gonna end up going to... at least getting ready for bed, too, because I still have work tomorrow. Since I don't work on Fridays or Saturdays, those will be days where I can really just crack at it when it comes to gaming. So yeah, I'm probably gonna just... hang on, I'm gonna check. Yeah, there's nothing over here. So, yeah, I got at least part of the way into Chapter 2, so I think this is where I'm gonna call it too. Oh, I gotta get through the cutscene first. I forgot about this. Come on, Flurry. Talk. Talk faster. There we go. Alright, well. I appreciate everyone who decided to, like, just, you know, to join along for a little bit. Again, I know I haven't done anything, like, super, super crazy glitch-wise or showing off yet. Like, it was just, like, some smaller stuff. But once we get through Chapter 2 and then get to, like, you know, end of demo stuff, that's when we'll really have stuff to show off. Because, well, like I said, I promised that by the end of this whole thing there would be Chapter 8, and it'll happen. So I hope everyone has a good night for now. I will be back on tomorrow night, probably around the same time, 9:30 to 10 EST. So I'll see you guys later.